Okay, guys, I'm going to head over to my other channel and see if my other channel is actually working. We've been having troubles with YouTube today, as you probably know. And so, yeah, this has not been as fun as I was hoping it would be. It says I'm live now. Let me take a look. There we go. Did I stop? Okay. Here we go. It seemed to be moving. So I was trying to get it set up. Sorry, I don't know what the thumbnail looked like because I didn't have that going. I've been working on this for a while to see if there was anything I could do to make this stream come up. And finally, I got us rolling. Hey, Jay Santiago, how you doing? I didn't have anyone really planned to come on tonight, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't, because all the frustration of trying to get this live stream to go up, this has been crazy today. Hey, John Coopy, how are you? How are you doing? Yeah, I've been fighting with this. Hey, Anthony. It's so nice seeing you. Yeah, so we're just going to go. I think Paul's going to come in a little bit and we're going to talk to him. And if anyone else wanted to come in and talk, then I'm open to that. I just spent an hour trying to pull out my hair just because I couldn't get the live stream to go, because I have a very technology low frustration threshold. Yeah, I do. I have to admit it. I just have to admit it. So I don't know how many of you guys were able to catch FPV Sunday with the Canadian Drone Hub. That worked out really well. They had quite a few people in there, and it was a lot of fun. We had Love to Stroke. We had who was it? Waxfire was in. Centroid was in. It was fun. Of course, Kim was there, right? As something we don't see all the time. So that was kind of fun. Having internet issues buffering. I'm going to tell you, Anthony, that is absolutely what's happening across the board. So I'm just going to go. I know those guys are still on because they weren't able to come on till close to what was it, 6 their time, right? It was really just not very good. So I'm going to get out of top chat. So a lot of us between those guys and me, we share a lot of the same stuff. So I'm gonna go and hey, I went to go watch Build the Drone Reviewer too, and it just wouldn't play. It just buffered the whole time. Let's see. I know Roger was having trouble with his earlier, and so was Paul. So I'm just going to send out a few invites. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Okay. I don't know what that is. Okay. Hey, Geeksylvania, Destination Chronicles. Oh, wow, Night Train. Little Memorex, I think. I think they're doing something really big. It's got to be either that they were infiltrated by someone hacked in, right? Hey, Mr. Doughboy. Or it's a big whole thing that Google's doing. That's what I'm thinking. Hey, Ed. Love my drones. So happy to see you. Yeah, so I'm thinking something's up. Hey, Novice Quad. Oh, you are? Thank you, Novice. Drone effects with Claude. Hey, it's the Russians. Who would want to hack into YouTube? Right? Who would want to do that? Gonna be listening as always, but away from the computer. Novice, you're fine. That's fine. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy to see you, Geek Savannah. It's always nice. I missed droning about Northwest last week. Hey, Drone Pool. I blame the commies. Oh my god. You guys are too funny. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I'm not sure who to blame, but I would like to blame someone because it was too much. It was too much for my brain. I was not happy about not being able to get in. That's for sure.
Val,
Duh!
where are your glasses, dear?
Oh, that's why I can't see. Hold on.
Woo!
Oh, everything's clear. Everything's clear. Okay. Did I do it? Okay. Yeah, because I had to send something to Geek Savannah. You know, I got to tell you, Paul, this has been a frustrating day.
Oh yeah, it happens once in a while, and I knew you'd be able to get on all those. There's still some people that can't, but I knew you could.
Yeah, well, I needed my YouTube fix. Glad. I was thinking the same thing. Paul thought she's got contacts. You know what? I wanted contacts because I was getting pretty upset. Hey, Herman. Oh, I know my chest was starting to hurt. I was like, oh, I need my YouTube. I'm having withdrawals. Nothing would work. I was trying hard. So I thought I would tell you all my son's reaction. Tornado for parts of Ontario and Quebec right now. Oh my God, Roger, do you have a basement?
Yeah, but that's where his waterworks are. You know, that's where he's got
that guy.
The thing down there making the water through the thing making electricity. You know, hydro plant.
Oh wow, wow! And that's where he put the guy who came to inspect the basement too, right?
Well, he got transported piece by piece out to the back acreage, but yes.
Okay, that's where he got the inspector did up, right, Ed? Ed remembers. Kim came up behind him with something.
Yeah,
I think with a whoop or something.
It was like a movie. Yeah.
It was just like a movie. Just like one. And it was scary. Because we all know how Kim is. You have to be careful.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. You don't know until you know.
You don't want to mess with Kim unless you're Val. Now, Val gets away with it.
Yes, I do. I don't know why, but I do. Because, hey, Eber, how you doing tonight? So I showed my son the Osmo Pocket you sent me, Paul.
Yeah?
Yeah, he took it out of my hands because evidently he didn't think I knew how to use it. Because I'm old.
Yeah. I know how that works.
Yeah, so I was so surprised. I was like, really? Really? But that's how that was working.
So what did he think about your pocket?
He didn't say. He was let's see. He just wanted to ask me how come some guy sent me an Osmo Pocket. He was not understanding. And I said, oh, it was Paul. You know Paul. He goes, no. And I said, yeah. He goes, why do people send you things? I said, I don't know. Because I need things. I don't know. Okay, Pedro.
Well, what you should say to him,
Whoa, SOS.
what you should say to him when he asks you that question, you say, because my family doesn't send them to me.
That's right. That's right. I have boys, but they're not sending me anything.
That's
Actually,
right.
they got me this for Mother's Day, my Yeti mic.
Oh, there you go.
So I can't really say I'm off to bed, Val thing. Hey, Geeksylvania, you have a nice night. Kim has hydro plants. Yes, Hey, Mason Kaiser, how you doing?
Nava said it's Pedro's birthday.
Well, that's what Pedro said, but I don't think I know Pedro. Does anyone here know Pedro? Hey, Chris Hope.
Hey, Claude's got
Happy birthday. Huh?
Claude's got jury duty in the
I'm
morning.
going to send you $1 million. Thanks, Claude. He has jury duty.
Yeah, he's going to jury duty. Tell him he doesn't get paid $1 million for going to jury duty.
Do not. You do not. They give you like $15 and then they ask you to give it back so they can buy you snacks.
Yeah.
That's what ours does. I wish someone anyway. Michael McReynolds, how you doing, darling? I'm so happy you came in. Yeah, it was something. Your son is looking out for you. Yeah, he is. He is. I told him we're all good. We're all good. Because Kim and Roger sent me a little whoop.
Yep.
Do not yawn. Bad boy, bad boy.
And Valerie's going to go and beat the Jujubes out of Kim in June.
Yeah, July. Yes, I am. Love my trans Ed, my brother from another mother. Oh, sweet. What? Good night, brother Geeksylvania. Because I like you.
Good night, Geeksylvania. I never did know what their first name really is, you know?
What do you mean?
Geeksylvania. I mean,
His name is Sean.
Sean.
Hey, Mr. Weedle. Yes, you did. I know who you are, Mr. Weedle. I'm so happy you came in here and to check out my chat. I am bluing you up. And take his phantom. Yeah, if he leaves it out, if I hear one more time that it bores him, it's coming with me because it will not bore me. And it has really good blades of doom. Because when I hold this up to Andrew Posas and I say, look, I got my own will. I don't need your will. He only laughs at me because I can't even get him to spin. I don't know how they got that will because that's cool. No strange men around his mother. Unless it's my own family. Okay, that sounded wrong, but you know what I meant. Let's see. Oh, sorry, Paul. Should have introduced myself. I'm Sean. He's Sean. I think I said that, but I'm not sure.
And
I was thinking
Sean's had now he goes by Sean, not Sion, right?
Sion? Don't call him Sion. His name's Sean.
I know some people that have Sean spelt that way go by Sion. Sion.
No.
Like
I am Juror. Oh. That's his name now. His name is 3456. Oh, that's in a row. That's not your number. Like the sheep. Sean, like the sheep. Remember? The sheep that sleep.
Well, he might be 3, 4, 5, 6. That it could be that could be his next lottery winning number. I don't know, but
well, hey, sunshine. It's all good, Mr. Weedle. My mom's parents are from Jamaica, but she was raised in Montreal. She's in her mid-90s
Wow.
and would be tickled that I am following Canadian YouTuber. Oh, let me just say, if you go on to the Canadian Drone Hub, there are a lot of Canadians there, for sure.
Canadian Drone Hub, and Roger can speak both French and English.
Oh yeah, we like it when he speaks.
When he speaks French, Val and I sit there, shake our head like this
Yeah,
when he's
because
talking
we
to
know it
someone,
all. We
and we
know
say,
it.
yeah,
Oui,
and we
oui.
say,
Oui,
yeah,
oui.
we
Oui,
agree
oui.
with that. We agree with that.
Oui, oui, monsieur. Oui, oui. My son would be horrified to hear me right now. Well, he's fluent in French, but I'm not. But he went over there for a year, so. Oh my gosh. Okay. It is so hot in here.
Hey, Claude, if you don't want to be on a jury, that's exactly what you say when they question you.
Canadians on the Canadian Drone Hub. Right.
Claude says they're all guilty. That's exactly what you tell them when you go in there.
Oh, and you know what? They don't like jokes, so don't tell jokes, Claude.
No.
They were the one guy they were questioning, and it was a lot of them before me, and he said, "Well, I know he's guilty," and they said, "How do you know?" Oh, and he goes, "Because he has tattoos." So the guy next to me was tatted up from the top of his head down to his toes. So I said, "Run, run!" They got so mad at me. And I said, "But he's tattooed up." And they were like, "What?" And I said, "Well, the guy said he's guilty if he's tattooed up." So I was trying to help him out. They did not laugh. Nobody laughed.
Nobody laughed.
I laughed. They did not laugh.
How many days did you get for that, Val?
Well, I didn't get any, but they didn't use me as a juror either.
Well, it's one way of getting out.
And I was all geared up for that.
Well, I know somebody that showed up for jury duty, and he had made a hangman's noose, and he had it on his shoulder like this.
Oh, jeez.
And he says, "Juror number 1735, you're excused."
Right. They don't even. No, I don't mind. It's my duty. I'll do it. But they didn't want me, evidently, just because that one small thing. And God, do I just look horrid? I do, because it wouldn't work, guys. My computer wouldn't work. Look at me. I was in here.
Val, what's the temperature out there?
It's like 100 million. Okay, it's like 70.
Okay.
No, it might be in the 80s today, but that's not what happened. What happened was I got nervous because I couldn't get my YouTube. Look at this, guys. I can't make this any better. Maybe I should just present you for the rest of the show. I was working on this. I couldn't get ready. I could do nothing.
They're coming here, Val, to see you.
That's what I'm afraid of. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Look at this. This is horrendous. Oh, it's 57 there? Send that to me. Send that to me, Mr. Doughboy. I'll live in there with your chickens. Okay, he has some really cute chickens, though. So it's okay.
I thought you liked no, the rabbit.
I do like rabbits.
You know whose rabbit I'm talking about.
Mr. Crowley's?
Yes.
I like Mr. Rory. I like Rory. Oh, what degrees? LOL. In New York. Oh, it rained all day. Yeah. Yeah, Roger just wasn't going to let you fly 2 days in a row. Buck. What? Oh my God.
That's the chicken.
Dry shampoo helps with the. You know what, Sunshine? Thank you, because I am going to go get some of that. So
Miss,
hot. Here I
Miss,
am sitting in my whatever. We'll go on. I love rabbits. That's a nice
Miss,
subject.
yeah,
They are
Mr. Doughboy was doing his chicken buck, 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 but
paella. Paella.
don't get Val doing her giraffe noises.
I can't help it that I'm one of the only ones who knows what a giraffe sounds like.
Knows how to speak giraffe. Yep.
Very big. It's 94 here. An air conditioner went out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fill your tub up with cool water. That would help. It works for me, Val. So much humidity. Where are you? Are you on the East Coast, Sunshine? Look at
I
all
would
the
imagine
chickens.
south somewhere.
Well, you know what? If I drink coffee, this happens to me. And so that's like giraffe sounds.
Coffee? You mean if you're drinking Bailey's?
Coffee.
Yeah, okay.
Coffee.
I've never seen coffee that color before.
I just drink it light.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Every time you drink it, Val, didn't you notice you get a little lightheaded? That's what Bailey's does to you.
I get hot. You know, Sunshine, I have a lot of family out of Louisiana on my dad's side. And I went down to New Orleans, and it was so humid there. It was so humid. Luckily, there was a place to drink on every other thing. So
Lawrence had never heard your giraffe sounds before. He's laughing.
Yeah, giraffes sound like that.
How do they sound again?
That is how they sound. If you go on a safari, that's when you hear them. I haven't been on a safari, but
you know,
if I did go, that would be exactly what they sound like, because giraffes are extremely cute. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm doing great. Thank you. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, Joseph Stronglabori. This is Joseph from high school. I haven't seen you in a long time. I remember we used to. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Did we? Oh, nice. I don't know what he was saying, but anytime people say I was at McDonald's in high school, I don't know where they were going to high school. We didn't have a McDonald's close to us. So there you go. Oh, message deleted. I love my drones. Thank you, love my drones. You're so sweet to me. I love it, Ed. Yeah, this is. You be old now, Joseph. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Oh my God, Paul, this is what happens when I get like this.
Kahlua?
No Kahlua. I honestly don't drink. So
Okay. Yeah.
I can
Bailey's
do all of this without alcohol, guys. His name, right? Oh my God. Yeah, they're pretty ingenious, aren't they? She beat me to it. I just took a step further.
Yeah, love my drones was fast. I couldn't get over there fast enough either.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You know, you just gotta, just gotta look at that. Oh, it must be my birthday. Must be my birthday. Thank you, Eber. Yeah. Here we go. You know what? It's been forever since I've had anything like this happen. So it's just, I only drink on days that end with Y and Y. I used to be able to, but it can't anymore. It just my body just says, you're going to be drunk, half a drink, so that's just what happens.
Hey, Val, it says that I unhid Lou, but I didn't. I don't know what the heck that's all about.
I didn't pay Paul Murray. Paul. I think what happens is if someone hides them and then you go in and unhide them.
At the same time and hit it? Yeah.
Something in the chat. Put something in the chat, Paul. You can only laugh about it. I swear. I swear. They're no good troublemakers. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for saying that.
There's another one.
Boy. Well, it might not be, but the last name seems like it would be. So, wow. So this is somebody, one person with a lot of different channels. Wonder who that
Well,
could be.
That sounds like Dan to me.
Drone Pool would never do that. Drone Pool is not you.
Drone Pool.
Oh. Right?
A different Dan.
Oh, I don't know. It's the same person. Yeah, it is Love My Drones. It is. It is. So anyway, oh my God. So tell me if you were able to get a bunch of ships today.
2.
Nice.
2 of them. Yep.
I'm proud of you. Because I know that it's hot. Is it hot there today?
Yeah, it's 56 degrees.
Let's talk about the weather. Oh, copyright. Thank God it wasn't a song. Dan doesn't have me bonus why he tries Miss Daisy for quad's sake. Oh, Miss Daisy. Did you guys like that movie? I really liked it. Listening on my phone outside the house. Very good.
You're dating yourself, Val. You've asked a young person that, they go, what? Driving
I know,
who,
right?
what?
Right. Yeah. So, hey guys, would you like to do some of that? Because it's kind of fun. Correct again. Drive Miss Daisy. Yeah, Drone Pool would never do anything. I love Drone Pool. I like that movie. I watched it more than once. Me too, Ed. So, did anyone catch any good FPV stuff this weekend? Wasn't there a get together in Oregon, or is that not yet?
A what?
A get together in Oregon about the FPVs?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Is that this weekend or next weekend?
I don't know. I think Hadley's going to it.
Yeah, I think it's next weekend.
Is it?
I think.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh my God. So, oh God, so hot in here. And I've already done that whole hot thing. So I watched some epic FPV footage in my goggles today. Yes, you did. Ed, you are an absolutely tremendous flyer now.
Mason Keister wanted to know how long it takes me to set up to fly his ship, and it only takes a matter of minutes. Just roll up, unload, fire it up, go up, shoot, come back, land, and done.
So because you're using now a Mavic Pro, aren't you?
Mavic 2.
A Mavic 2?
Yeah.
So
Zoom.
a Zoom. Okay. So do you just it's small, right?
Yep.
So
Just
is it in a
quick
backpack or something?
No, just quick unfold, lay it out, take the cover off the camera, get the controller ready, fire them both up, and then you're off and you're going.
Very cool.
And I keep everything pretty much ready to fly. So, because I fly so often.
So now the question is that I think Mr. Crowley would want to know before going to Las Vegas. Did you sell both enterprises?
No, I still have the one Enterprise, and I was thinking the other day, I fired it up to see how many times I've charged the battery on it, and it's been 3 times. So
Oh, geez,
maybe,
Paul.
maybe I should fly it, you know.
I think maybe you should.
But my go-to drone is the Mavic 2 Zoom, although the Enterprise has a Zoom with all the attachments, you know. But I'm not looking to talk to anybody or turn the spotlights on at nighttime or, you know, put a big strobe on it. I have strobes on my other one, but I don't know. It's kind of nice if you ever needed it.
Right, right. I don't know. It just seems like you've had two. And why not just keep it?
Well,
Hey, Casper.
yeah, because I've got it here, and I could fly ships with it. Although what you'll find is when you have more than one drone, no two drones, even if they're close to being the same kind, fly exactly the same. You get used
Mm,
to how it feels. It's kind of like a car. You could have two Jaguars, and one just might feel a little more different than the other one, even though they're identical.
wow. Wow. Yeah, I just, I don't know. I was thinking about getting
Hi,
yeah,
Kat.
I was thinking about getting a Phantom, but boy, they're hard to find now.
Well, I think that's more drone than what you need. You should, if you're gonna think about getting something, my recommendation to you would be to get a Mavic Pro, not the Mavic 2, because they cost you more money. You can buy a Mavic Pro now, pretty good price.
Yeah.
If you could stretch and get a Mavic 2, I would say get a Mavic 2. But
Yeah.
see, the Mavic Pro still has the original OcuSync, which is a step up in the controller, and
Right.
the Mavic 2s have OcuSync 2, which is a step up from the OcuSync. So
Wow. What is that on here? Hold on. We're going to go with the oldest. There we go. Wow. You scuba dive. Nice. Nice, Casper. Scuba dive at Twin Lakes AP. You've been doing this for a long time, huh? Nice. I want a DJI Mavic Pro. Yeah, Novice Claude's saying he still loves his.
yep.
Okay, so Golden Retro in movies is Tony. Oh, nice. Okay. Very good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. There we go. I'm going to go back to your home and I'm going to subscribe to you. So I am now part of your community. Let's see. Yes, and travel stuff. Yes, Golden Retro. Yep, Tony Silverado. Am I saying that right, Tony? So now he is Golden Retro in movies. Now I got to find you again, Paul.
Find me what?
Found you. I found you.
Where did I go?
You. I'll do the same. I don't know. Yes, that's right, Val's Life. You are truly. Thank you, Golden. Usually I'll just tell the people that are fairly new here. Usually on Sunday I do interviews, and next Sunday I got a really great one, and I'm going to make sure it all works out before I really start promoting it. Thank you, but I have a really, really great one next Sunday. On Tuesday, I believe that we're going to take up another topic like we did last week on YouTube. So there's no confusion. Golden Retro. So I think Paul and I are going to do that. We're going to do another subject just about YouTube and how to make all that work for you, maybe a little bit better. First of all, for the camera drone to work for you, you need to go somewhere and fly it. Paul does ships and a great subject, but a camera bird at the same spot gets old. So that is a true FPV would say. I never get bored watching those shots, whatever they do. In Paul's case, a different ship each time. So still different, yeah. I used to love watching all Kim's stuff when he'd just go around the property because he'd find chickens, coyotes, all kinds of stuff. I thought it was cool.
He's still looking to catch a Yeti though.
Yeah, but I think he wants a Yeti for different reasons. I'm not sure what's going on with that. We're gonna have to talk to Kim. If he comes on, we'll talk to him about the Yeti. Sunshine. Yeah, Sunshine is so full of sunshine. So sweet. So guys, make sure you get time to check out some channels because I think you're really going to be happy that you did here. Thank you, Casper. So Paul, how many ships you got coming in this week? Do you know ahead of time or just the day of?
Well, anybody can track ships. You just go, if you got a computer or a smartphone, you go to the marinetraffic.com and you can see every ship in the world. And you can zero into an area. If you're on the East Coast, you can see all the ships up and down the East Coast. And if you touch on it, it'll tell you the name of the ship, the destination, the speed, everything else. And you can see, and they color code them. So if it's like a cruise ship, like the Dynasty or whatever, then that'll be a different color. You can see it going to the Caribbean or making its ports of call. So you can track ships fairly easy. Right now, last I checked, I'm going to check again right now, I'll tell you.
Hey, what's
American Integrity just passed Port Huron about 45 minutes to an hour ago.
Wow.
And nothing on the horizon right now. There's a small Joyce L. Van Enkevort is upbound about 20 miles south of me and headed for the Blue Water Bridges. But that is, when I say a smaller, that's called what we call articulated. It has a big seagoing tug that's been notched into the stern, and it pushes the front end of like a freighter. So it's actually, they can pull the tug out if they have to and put it in there, but it acts just like a freighter.
Wow. Because I honestly didn't know how many boats there really were going on Port Huron, but you have tons of them every day.
Port Huron is that you have to go through Port Huron if any ship from the ocean or from the Great Lakes wants to transit up into Lakes Huron, Lake Michigan, which is over by Chicago, or go up straight through Mackinac and into Lake Superior and over to Duluth, where they load a lot of ore and coal and everything else. That's a railhead there.
Big barge then. Yeah, I think they are. Yeah.
Yep. Well, it's
Boba Fett.
Well, I think what they do in these articulated ones, they've taken older ships and using the hulls of the older ships, and eliminating, cutting off the back where the engines and stuff used to be, because the older engines, it's not easy to retrofit new or cost effective. So then they stick this great big huge ocean going tug in the back, and that's its power supply and everything else.
It is Casper. It's a Yeti mic. My kids got it for me for my for Mother's Day. That was pretty cool. So Paul, what got you into doing ships?
Well, I've lived here on and off my whole life until I was in Kansas City for 3 years, but it's just it's home, and there's so much to see here, and we're only 60 miles from downtown Detroit. So if you want the metropolitan life, you can do that. But it's just been home. In fact, where I live now, both of my parents are gone, but they brought me home to this house from the hospital when I was born.
Wow.
So
Well,
it's
I wish we had something like that. I mean, I'm still a little trepidatious about putting a drone over the water. I still.
well, there's certain drones you would, and there's certain drones you wouldn't. If you're going to fly a toy drone, don't do it. If you're going to fly a tried and true, and you know how to handle the drone, you can fly over water. You get used
Hey,
to it.
Patrick, do you?
Yeah, you get used to it.
I'm going to tell you, I've never thought of my drone as a toy drone because it's the Unique, right, Breeze?
Right, right.
But I don't know. I think
Go
if I
ahead and
got nervous, I may
go ahead
just.
and ask me, Val, if I would fly your Unique Breeze over water. And the
With
answer would
you?
be no.
Okay. Okay.
The
Why?
reason being is
Get
the
it,
Unique Breeze, I think, it's a nice starter drone, but it doesn't have all of the safeguards that the more expensive ones do. I think it's using more of a Wi-Fi signal in order
It
to,
is.
yeah. And so
Right, was
where
yeah.
I fly, I used to have the bigger drones. I used to have the big Inspires, and they were using a different system for transmitting the signals back and forth. And as the world changes, we're getting more and more electronic and radio interference, because now it's like you, Val, you have a watch that also has a radio in it, because you can use your smartwatch. Then you got a cell phone. Then a lot of cars now, they have Wi-Fi in the cars. So that
Right.
electronic bubble is getting bigger all the time, and that's what screws up drones. So
So let me ask you a question. Hold on. Yes, it is. Tony. It's the Unique Breeze. Used to be like $500, but I picked it up at Walmart when it went on sale for $149. And it's good for me, but I need something a little bit more now. It's just how that works. I paid $130 for a drone, and the thing flew into the house and broke.
yeah.
I am not laughing at your despair, Was Blind. I'm just, that can happen so easily. The first thing I did was put mine in a tree, and it was slow. So it was that much more painful. I got it in the air, and I was pretty darn excited. In fact, it's on one of my videos because I was so excited. And then all of a sudden it just started going up, up, up. And I couldn't figure out what to do to have it not do that. So it went into the tree. Yeah, I want to step my game up. Absolutely. But I was thinking, but the Phantom 3 now, okay. The Phantom 3 does not have it has Wi-Fi too, right? It doesn't have that newer technology.
Some of the Phantom 3 is using, I think it's using the old Light Bridge. Light Bridge is what I had on my Inspires. And the reason I got rid of my Inspires is because of radio interference. I would get out over the river about 1,000 feet away, and all of a sudden I couldn't see the downlink on the video downlink. I never lost control link because they're on two different frequencies. But what good is it to fly a drone when you're capturing video and you can't see the camera? So, which way it's pointed, what it's doing, or whatever. And so that's when I sold. I love the Inspires; they really flew awesome, but the technology just wasn't there.
See, I want to go to some of our our deserts and start flying that, because there's some beautiful spaces out there.
Sure.
And I want to fly that, but I don't want to. I'm afraid to lose mine because it is light. I mean, it is super light.
See, I pretty much, as a lot of people know, I've flown just about everything, and I've had about everything. And when I first, I had a Spark, I had an Air, I had
Oh, you did,
Mavic
Herman?
Pro, and the Mavic Pro was great, and it was running OcuSync. But what I found was, is if I got a little bit around a high radio interference area, it'd get a little glitchy. I never lost video signal, be glitchy. So then I went to the Mavic 2, which had the OcuSync 2, and I've been flying up and down the river taking those shots. Never lost any video signal, ever a question, whatever.
And so you got the Evo and you did lose signal, didn't you, in that?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, the Evo is a good drone. I mean, if that's going to be your first drone, you might be happy with it.
No.
It's what you get used to, you know. Um, but the Evo is a good price. I know that the Evo, I saw them on sale on Amazon, I think for like $1,100, and that was with 3 batteries and a case and
Well,
everything
I
else.
think they're going down in price now because they've had so many bad reviews.
Well, they've had bad reviews. The camera seems to work well because the Autel had another
Mhm.
drone, which was the what you call it, Star. Um, anyway, it looked like a Phantom, and I had one of those too, and I liked it, but I didn't like it as well as what I was flying. So I played with that a little bit, and I sold that. So um, it's just the old saying is love what you have and fly what you love.
Yeah, sorry. This person came in and said her friend wanted a drone and the police, and I just thought, okay, done. Done. Sorry. Yeah, thanks, Claude. Just like done. Ooh, poor Skip. He gets I always get him because I forget he's your friend.
Poor Skippy.
Yeah. Be careful, Skippy. He's so funny. I couldn't believe I did that to him. Yeah, see, I was thinking that the Phantom is so beautiful, right? It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And what the pictures it takes, it's just bar none. It's so steady,
Yeah.
right? The stuff I've seen with it and the complaints I've heard about it is that it's big to carry around
That plus it's louder than the Mavic 2s and the
and
Mavic.
it's louder. So but where I'm going to fly, I don't think that's really going to matter.
Well, it doesn't matter. My Inspires were loud, and I put carbon fiber props on my Inspires, and it quieted them down a little bit. But the only thing about if you're flying a noisy drone, and if you want to do it without drawing a lot of attention to yourself, you don't want to fly a noisy drone. You just don't. And but doesn't mean the noisy drone isn't a good drone. Now the scoop now is like Bill told us. Bill told us the other day is that he hears, and it makes sense, that DJI is no longer going to offer the
No,
the Mavic Air.
yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that that's what it's his supposition.
Yep.
I don't know that I'm saying that right. That he's saying that he believes they're no longer going to make that Mavic Air.
Yep.
And so the Mavic Air is below the Mavic Pro and below the Mavic 2 Zoom, below all of that, right? So they're
But
getting rid of that bottom
it's
layer.
in between the Spark and the Mavic series and
Right.
the Phantom, But it
The
does hold up.
helicopter.
It's got and it does 4K video. It does all the things you want it to do. It's a little noisy, but yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah.
guys that love the Mavic Air.
Yeah, let me tell you, Ed's FPV drone race drone, it does scream. It does scream because when I watch his videos, that thing is screaming. Oh, what he said, those people don't want to fly, pals. He goes, hey, Paul, I love my noisy drone, Phantom 4 Pro. Which one is cheap to start with?
what, okay, define cheap, Val.
You didn't define it for me. So
Okay,
what I'm going to
okay.
say is, what
Let's
is um,
a
of the
smart,
Mavic line?
like a Mavic. Okay,
Of the Mavic line, I'm
right.
talking DJI line.
Okay.
What would be the better drone for someone starting out?
Well, some people like Roger flies the Mavic, not the Mavic, but the DJI Spark, which is a good starter drone at about 300. If you want the controller, 500 with an extra battery, $600. Then you get
Oh
into
my God.
The Mavic Air, which is about $700. I think they dropped 100 off. It was $799. I think it's down to 700 now.
Mavic
Then,
Pro.
then,
Oh.
then they're selling the Mavic Pros. If you can find them, the Mavic Pro at around $700-800, I think. And then if you get into the Phantom, for the Phantom Plus, Phantom 4 Plus, I've seen them refurb for right around $1,100. That
Mm.
comes with a controller that has the color, high, like the crystal sky screen on the controller.
Okay, how about if you want something under $100? So would that be like the Tello?
A Tello would be a good indoor drone. Yes, you can fly it on a perfectly calm day with no wind, but there again, you're not going to get a lot of distance out of it, and the camera's not going to be. It's not going to be completely stabilized. It's going to give you images, and it's going to be a little bit of electronic stabilization, not much. Depends upon what you're going to use it for. That's the thing.
Oh, really? With the camera in it. So let's see. You can get a Mavic Pro here in New York for about $650 to $700, and that isn't bad. And I
No.
knew somebody was selling one for $500, the
Yep.
Mavic Pro.
Yep.
But for some of us, and I hate to say that, $500 is still a lot of money.
Yeah, that was a great deal for you too. You should have probably
Well,
figured out a way.
I was figuring out all kinds of ways for all kinds of things. Food, just your basic stuff.
Yeah.
But because I have two big dogs to feed. You know what? They're so picky. They want to be fed twice a day.
That's the
I'm
funny
like,
thing
what
about
the hell?
that's the funny thing about family members. You got to
Hey,
take care.
Bill, how you doing, Bill Thomas? He's drone therapy. Okay, our coast to coast drones. I couldn't figure out what it was. Then I figured it out. First time I've seen Paul without a hat. If I found a Mavic Pro for $500, I would dance naked on my street.
Well, the
Right?
sad part wasn't it Mike Roche or who was it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He said he would do that for me, and boy, did I want to.
and he was offering you 3 or 4 batteries with it.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't
And,
remember. All I
and
remember was it was
all kinds of props and accessories and everything else.
Novice. He tells his daughter she ate yesterday to leave him alone.
Well, he usually makes her sit in the corner.
Hey, yeah. I'd rather have a holiday than pay 600 pounds for an expensive drone. That's the problem. See, I'm planning. I want to fly out because I want to go see my sister. My brother-in-law is having some stuff happen, so I wanted to go out there. I want to go over to Canada, and so it's like these choices. And sometimes I don't end up getting to have it all. Sometimes I don't. I have to make choices. So was playing. Oh dang! Let's see.
Be right back.
Okay. No brownies. Step away from them, Paul. It's really hard for him to stay away from the brownies. I'm just going to, between us, don't tell anyone. You won't. Because I don't want him getting upset over his brownies. I'm in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Oh, nice. Nice. I do have a budget I'm willing to pay when I do get an expensive drone. Yeah. No chicken dance. No chicken. Don't you bring that up when he comes back. I'm already half blind from the last chicken dance he did. Yeah. Oh my God, Casper Tuo. You're very sweet. Thank you. You didn't have to do that. But I so appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Casper. Yeah, yeah, Canadian Drone Hub. When you go in there, I will tell you, you cannot shake a stick that you're not hitting a drone flyer. And I'm not meaning that mean. If you want lots of drone information, a lot of times I'll go there. Let's see, I took the Osmo Pocket Osmo Action and took a bunch of footage, even got the Mavic 2 Pro for a look at the outside. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to tell you my opinion, having not had the action camera yet, which means my opinion is hardly worth anything. Oh, Val, if I let you fly the Phantom 3S, would you like it? I would love to fly it. Yeah, you know it. The Phantom 3, if you let me fly it, if I get to New York, I would fly that. He has to lay off the brownies for months before he can pull back on the whack whack dance. Oh God! And oh, he's back. No more. Choop, 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 choop. So anyway,
Hey,
I was
Val,
gonna
Val,
say something.
Val, what are we
No,
talking about?
no, do not let him do it because you will be scarred. Everyone has a budget they're willing to pay for a decent specific drone, despite what they say on here. Yeah, but this month I wanted to keep my house. Funny little decisions like that. You know how it goes. Yeah, I was gonna say, okay, coast to coast drones. Bill, are you still here? He's a very sweet guy, very
Oh,
kind
like
guy.
a Casper sent you some money.
Oh, Novice Quad, that is so sweet. Oh, look at the chicken. I like it. I think it's a chicken. I'm not sure. It's kind of a bear. Thank you. But yeah, so all the comparisons I see, people go, oh, this is great. Okay, I'm going to show you. This is not the action. This is a Hero 5. But look at that. Look at that. And they're putting it up against the Osmo Pocket. And I like the look of the Pocket better. I like the sound better. The only thing I think that the action camera has over the Pocket is a wider field of view. But people are still on there saying, oh, look how much better. And I'm looking at a picture that's not as vibrant as the Pocket. So is that how they're shooting their footage? Because they're all loving it. And I'm not thinking it's as good as the Osmo Pocket. Bird is the word. Yes. You're very sweet, Novice. Thank you. So that's my question. And of course, I have an Osmo and I love it. So I'm just saying. But I'm going to watch that. And I'll see how you do your filming because I think there's something off with what they're filming. Because my GoPro films more brighter pictures than what I've been seeing. So I don't know. GoPros need to be set up manually for a good picture. That is true. That is true. And can I tell you something? I know nothing about photography. I know very, very little. But I'm learning. It's contagious, having hot flashes. I swear to God, Ed, I'm glad I gave them to somebody because I'm not having them as bad now. What kind of drone is that you have, Al? Al. Oh, Annapala's mine. How are you doing? So nice to see you. Either Val, yeah. So I want someone, maybe coast to coast. You'd be that person. I don't know, that will talk about how you set something up to take great footage, because the people doing the reviews weren't setting it up for great footage. I will send you some GoPro links. Oh, okay. Thank you, Nov Squad. Lots of videos on this subject. Oh my God. Okay, Paul gave me Osmo Pocket. Phantom, thank you. Thank you with your stickers. So cute. That's so sweet of you. Oh, my dog almost took my whole thing down. I have a St. Bernard sitting at my feet, guys.
Thought you were having an earthquake.
No, I'm having a Saint Bernard. Hey, Lily, stop, it. She's laying down looking at me now with these cute little eyes. Like, what, Mom? I crashed on my drone the other day and broke an arm. Not my arm, but the drone arm, just to clarify. Oh my God. But it's almost as painful, right? When it's one. Was it your pretty one? That real pretty one you have? Was it the Mellow? I have a GoPro version 4, but I don't use it for drone flying, Val's Life. It be used for out and about videos, right? Robert! Hey, Robert, I did send you a link. LOL. I went to so many Grateful Dead shows. All my stuff has tons of extra color.
Robert, get
I
on
don't know
here.
if that's
Robert.
good.
Robert, get on here. Robert.
I have to keep my St. Bernard from throwing my table over. Sorry, guys. I do have a quite large dog. One of them. My woofy dog. I don't know where. I don't know. It's probably doing something super bad. Yeah. Hold on. Let's see if I can get back here. Okay, there we go. Nice meeting you. Yeah. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Yeah, Retro is really nice. He used to do a lot of streams. I was wondering where you went, Golden Retro. Yeah, so now I'm thinking, hello, the Inner Palace mine. Yeah. Yeah, Inner Palace is here. So Paul, have you ever had a Phantom?
Yes.
What'd you think? Which one was it? The one?
No, Phantom 4.
You did have a Phantom 4.
Yep. Phantom 4 Plus.
Oh. Oh. Jonepool didn't get the picture of his crash. So, and you sold that, right? Because you decided to go up to the Expire.
And Inspire. So
Inspire.
I had the Inspire. I had the first Inspire. Then I bought the Phantom 4 Plus. Then I bought a second Inspire. Then I bought an Inspire 2. And then I moved into the Mavics once they came out.
Right. Well, and okay, so I'll answer one thing. I'll be doing more streams about lives once I get started on here. Very good. No, I've never flown a Mavic. I never flown a DJI. I hear a lot about them, but I've never flown one. Yeah, that's true. I can't believe you broke a Dronepool. You must have been so sad. Dronepool makes a lot of his quads now. He just makes them, and so it would be painful. Let's see if. Hey, did Annie have anything to do with that? I'm just asking. Hey, Phantom, you're not leaving, right? Hey, Curtis Dart, I had questions for you, and I forgot to get a hold of you this week and ask you. So many Grateful Dead. I keep going back to that comment. That is such a great comment. His Grateful Dead concerts. I mean, jeez. Okay, let's see. Once you go DJI, you'll never go anything else for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. I hear once you go there, you just want to stay there. Unless you go FPV. And then I hear that there can be some of that. Actually, if you want to be completely accurate, Dan, as you stated in your video, you said you weren't sure if you'd hit record or not. So I wasn't sure. I will forget that horrible thud. I'll never forget that horrible thud. Oh my God. What's the okay? So I'll tell you really quickly. I don't want to bore anyone with my questions So I'm doing a webinar for a place, and I'm going to go ahead and stream it onto YouTube. It's not on my channel. It's for a nonprofit. And so it's something my daughter was doing, but she's moving to a new job, asked if I'd step in. She knows I live stream, and so she asked me to do it. I went over there and did it all. But the thing is, I think they're paying like $45, $55 a month. They're paying the $40 to go live on YouTube, right? They pay. And then they're paying for Zoom, that $15 on top of it. Hey, Drone Kings in Darwin, how you doing? So my question is, what do you use? Do you use just Zoom and then pay the 55 or 45 a month or whatever it is? That was my question. I'll wait. Okay, while we wait, the sounds of the elusive giraffe. No, Paul? No?
Did you see the message from Roger?
No, did he tell me not to do giraffe sounds anymore?
Oh no. He said Andrew passed his Canadian basic examination
Oh,
for
yeah.
flying.
Yes. I just paid
That's
15 for
fantastic.
Zoom. So hold on. So how do you get it on YouTube? Curtis Dart? I wasn't paying attention, so I don't know anyway. Oh my God, how I love you. I use free OBS in Google Hangout. Yes, I know you do that. Zoom seems to have been extending the 45-minute limit lately for me. One only have the free. What? OBS Studio. OBS is free. So you use OBS Studio with Zoom. Yeah, see, I'm trying not to do OBS. Exceptional YouTube banner you have to. Oh, yeah. Hey, Drone Shots. Yes, OBS, and it is free. Yeah, I don't need anything any more complicated than I already got going on. But Zoom didn't seem that complicated. It seemed a lot like Google Hangouts. Pretty easy to use. And if I could use that and just put it straight up, that's easy. Why not Val's Live? You don't like OBS? I don't like free. No, I love free. But I had someone explain it to me, and it seemed to get very complicated really quick. And most of the people I see use it, yeah, it will fry your brain. Yes, look at Ed. No, Ed, you look fine. But one thing I noticed is that these little things keep going wrong. I just want a real clean stream. I don't want pictures and boxes and all kinds. I don't want that. And I think I like to use XSplit because they have this great thing going on with it. I'm back. Internet went down. Oh my gosh. Roger. Like free drone. I'm doing fine, just a bit tired as early morning. Oh, yeah. OBS is easy to use. Heck, I use it. Yeah, Club, but not without problems, right? Few false starts and stuff like that. Zoom is great, but needs something to bring it into YouTube, if I understand right. That is true. It does. If you pay an extra $40, you can put it up, but you're paying $40 a month. And it's not that great for that. At least in my humble opinion. XSplit has issues. We did a bit of research. We won't touch it. Yes.
Robert will be here shortly.
That's what he said. XSplit is a great program as well. It will save a copy of your stream on your computer. Oh, are you using XSplit, Novice? See, Google Hangouts is simple enough, but you notice how Paul's in a little square?
You put me there.
I did put you in the square. Yeah. But I like it where Paul could just be there. Just be on the screen right there. Right there. OBS will do that as well.
All right, yeah, Robert. Here.
Hey, Robert. How you doing, darling?
Can you hear us, Robert?
I used it too when I did internet radio shows. Oh, okay.
I can hear you. You guys hear me?
Your hat.
Yep, we hear you.
Okay. I figured Val was wearing a hat. I'd wear a hat.
That's right.
All right.
Got to keep the hair off my back. Oh, once you learn it, it is very cool. Just not something you jump into easily. OBS is very cool, but you need a pretty good computer to use it and some decent bandwidth. Yeah, see, I have all that, but it's like one headache after another. It's just, How did you invite them? Oh, in? Casper? Oh, okay. So all I did is I went on there. I had their emails. I hit Gmail right on the screen where it says invite and just sent them a quick Gmail. Just ask them to come in. They hit it, they come in. It's pretty darn easy on this, but I'm using Google Hangouts. You know?
Robert made me put a hat on.
Oh, he did. I have a gaming computer. Hey, Claude, me too. Me too.
Hey, novice, how you tonight?
I have the Asus Rogue, and it's pretty. Furball. Okay, guys. Furball led that beautiful chat this morning. HPV. Oh, FPV.
FPV.
Canadian Drone Hub Sundays. It was very nice this morning. Plummet, how you doing, Plummet? Hey. Morning, the Inner Palace Mind. Oh, yeah, Inner Palace Mind. So, darling. Novice Quads. I wrote, let's see. So, do they have to go to their email to click on the invite? Yes. There are other ways to do it, but you have to have Google Hangouts, and I'm not really good at explaining that other way. I was in a stream once. They put the link in the chat, and you could join. Oh, yeah, you could do that. I would not ever do that. So this is what happened, okay? I did it once. And I was waiting for, who was it? Was it TechCore? Oh, God, I haven't seen him in so long. I miss TechCore. But we had TechCore. Oh, bye, Sunshine. Thank you so much for coming in. And so I put it in the stream. And next thing you know, this guy popped on that I didn't recognize at first because I was thinking I was going to see TechCore. It was Ed, Love My Drones. He's like, hi. So when you do that, anybody in the chat can come in. Not only that, they can take over your chat. They can kick you out and they can keep it going.
Had that happen yesterday.
Who?
Claude had.
Oh, yeah. I saw his thing on it.
Yep.
So you have to be super careful. Now, I don't know how they take over your chat when you invited them in. Like we have Paul in here. Maybe he could figure it out. I don't know. But the way I invite people in is I don't send them the main link. I do it through Gmail. It's Guy Viper. Oh.
Curtis said he could do a segment for you.
If you want to see how
you want to use how to use
yeah. If we could do it easy. I don't want this camera, that camera, this scene, now this scene, now this virtual. I just want to put everybody on the page. You know what I mean, Curtis? Something simple. Thank you, Curtis. See, he said he'd be part of my tribe, and I'm testing him now.
There you go.
Okay, I could not eject the arse. Okay, is that like ass, but different?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
It's the same. It's the same, but different.
Okay.
Depending on whose arse you're looking at.
Top-notch drone view. I tell you, Ed, you were so funny that day when you came in, when I posted it in the stream. What? Furball? Hi, Drone Shots.
Plummet, what's up?
Hi, Kim. Nice of you to join us. Okay, I am a part of your tribe. Send me an invite, and I'll show you what we do. Okay, hold on. I will send you an invite, Curtis. Curtis, I used to have you too, so let's see if I can figure out where you are real quick.
Well, while you're sending that, Val, I got a call from Paul.
Yeah.
And he said, I must come on and join your show today.
Well,
I was threatened on the phone.
Thank you, Mitch.
That's because Val told me to do it.
Scary. Guys, I'm going to go grab my drink real fast, and it's not coffee. It's just a soda.
Yeah, okay.
It's a soda.
Val,
always coffee.
Can I trust you too? Can I trust you?
Can you trust us?
Whatever you want to, whatever libation you want to consume, that's up to you, Val.
Now, I don't want to hear one word about chicken. Not one.
Moist
no
chicken?
No. I will. That will be that.
What'd you say, Robert?
I thought I said moist chicken.
Moist, that's the word.
I did want to ask you a question though, Paul.
Okay, yeah.
I've been watching your videos.
Yeah.
Do you fly from your house? Are you that close to the river? Oh, okay.
I am close to, if you go back in my archive, I've got 900 and I think 76 videos
Mhm.
if you on YouTube. But if you go back, every once in a while, I on a test flight, I'll shoot up from my back of my house, and it's about a mile of the river. But with the zooms, then I fly towards the river and then I can zoom in. But no, I drive down there, and if it's an upbound ship, I get north of the bridge in the parking area. If it's south, I get south of the bridge in one of the parking areas.
Because that bridge is a border bridge, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And it goes primarily east-west.
Okay.
Well, there's
Evening,
actually
guy.
two of them.
Hello,
Started
Chris.
out with one, and now there's two. They're dual bridges.
Hello, Curtis.
How you guys
Hi,
doing?
Chris.
Hey, Paul.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Haven't seen you in a while, buddy.
Yeah, another day in paradise. You know how it is.
I took another guy out to while we're waiting for Val, I took another guy out to the Port of Tacoma and showed him how to fly around some ships out there. He is totally hooked.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
That's
he's
cool.
totally hooked on that now.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, when Val gets back, I'll show her how we kind of run everything. I think it's pretty simple. You know, it doesn't seem complex to me. I mean, there's a lot there, but once you kind of dive in and do it a few times, and I'll even set it up for Val. We'll take some time off the air and we can get on Zoom, and I'll just set it all up for her, tell her what to click and what to do, and set everything up. But I can, as far as like Pusha Studios and stuff he's doing, that's easy stuff to do on OBS. So,
well, what I think her impetus into this whole foray is she has now taken another job as a kind of a coordinator that travels around the state and works with other groups and organizations and kind of puts them all together on the same page.
mm-hmm.
And I think she wants to do it kind of like a teleconferencing thing.
Right. So the only thing I need to do real quick is I need to figure out how to. Okay, I got it. Share screen. Got it.
Val is back.
Val.
Hi guys, how you doing?
I've missed you.
I knew you did. That's what I was telling you. So guys, I just okay, have a good one. Okay, bye novice. So guys, I don't want to bore you, and I'm sorry. I think this is kind of interesting stuff because that's just the sickness I have. So I hope
maybe us two old guys will learn something.
Yeah, we're just trying to learn this. Okay, so a couple of disclaimers here, right? One of the things I think is that when you have more moving parts, there's more stuff that can go wrong. And when I was being explained OBS, it was a nice person who was doing it, but there were so many moving parts. I thought, you know how much stuff could go wrong? And what if I don't forget one thing? Now, the fact I'm doing Zoom in a webinar and going straight onto YouTube with it is I'm going to have to remember a lot of parts. But the OBS seems to be almost one extra thing that's going to hurt my brain.
So for us, and for you as well, Zoom is pretty straightforward. It's just another form of Hangouts. The only thing that we found is we tested up and down rates, and we got a better, clearer stream with Zoom. Of course, you're paying for that bandwidth, and you need to keep that in mind. But you're not getting any glitches whatsoever, unless there is a power outage or something like that, like you had before. That's you can't avoid that. But as far as a better quality of video and a better quality of audio, we found that Zoom was better, and we tested it with NBC equipment, and it was just fantastic for streaming. So that's why we like that particular platform. But like you said, it's $40 to get it onto YouTube, and that seems to be a little excessive as far as cost is concerned. It would be, if it was $20, I think it would be cost effective to do, but they don't have that particular plan. So OBS comes into play. So let me go here and share my screen. I'll show you guys OBS, and I will show you, let's see. Why is it not application window. There it is.
Yeah, that's
Share.
the one you want.
Okay, can you guys see this OBS right here?
Yep.
Okay, so you have two sections. This middle piece is your mixer for your audio. Now, right now, there's nothing in here because I don't have Zoom hooked up and I have it set up to run Zoom. But then over here, you have all these different scenes, and each scene does something different. So, for instance, our live show, when we're running our live show, this is what I'm running: Dawn Live, Drone Owners Network Live. On that show, I have the window capture, which is capturing our Zoom network. I don't want to confuse you too much, but for our show intro,
Right.
I have it turned off right now. As soon as I turn it on, and then I can turn it off. When we get to the end of it, I have this automatically on, the window capture, which has us on the screen. So as soon as this goes off, that comes on and we can now talk. Again, I've got the microphones turned off here so that, you know, while the intro is playing, that goes on.
Right, it's blind.
So for the breaking news thing, I have it right here. All I do is turn it on and it plays. For the news outro, I have it right there. For the lower news, what we call a lower thirds for Tommy, I have that right down here. And then Tommy's image is behind this, so you can kind of see him through there.
Right.
And then we have our email address right here. I don't know what slideshows I have, but oh yeah, we did a Mother's Day thing. So I have a slideshow set up over here, and then I've got it programmed so that your right and left arrows on your keyboard will change to the next slide, so you can show off, you know, whatever. And this was part of when we were talking about the new Osmo Action camera. So
Right.
I had this set
Right.
up for that. So this is all in the first scene, Dawn Live. From there, we have things like that's the new outro to the show.
Okay.
That's my old outro to the show. So all I'm doing is I'm clicking on these and they start. That's it. Once you set it up, you're good to go. When you start your scene, you set up your YouTube program like you normally would, and you'll go over here to settings, and then you go over here to stream, and then you put in your stream key right here, click apply, click OK. Then when you're ready to start streaming, just click this button right here and you're good to go. If you want to record your stream, click right here and you can record whatever happens inside this window will be recorded and saved to your computer.
So my question is, when you say start recording, that's only if you go live onto YouTube.
No, you can use this to record your screen even when you're offline.
Okay.
So yeah, you can use this as a screen capture if you want to do a tutorial and you want to to save it and show people later to upload to YouTube or whatever. Here's how I did this kind of thing. You could use this app right here and you can do that. Now, I can go a little bit deeper for you. The window capture, you can double click on it and it says it gives you choices of what's going on right now. Now, for some reason, and I don't know why, OBS and Chrome do not work together at all. So that's why I can't get Hangouts on here.
Oh, okay.
I've tried. I cannot get it to come on here. I can start up Zoom and as soon as I click this, the Zoom option will come up and I can go on Zoom with no problem. So
I wonder why that is, because I think that's what's been happening to some of the guys I've watched. They're going to Hangouts, right?
mm-hmm.
And they're doing OBS through Hangouts. It's very difficult.
If you do Hangouts through anything other than Chrome, it will work. You got to remember, Chrome is made by Google, and Hangouts is a Google app. They
Right.
want you to use all Google products. They don't want you to cross brand anything.
Okay.
So that's the starting basis of it. I can get you into more of the settings if you want to talk about that stuff, but I mean, it's pretty simple stuff. Everything is pretty much set up for you in the beginning. The only things that you probably would have to look at would be what speakers you're using. For instance, I want just headphones when we're live, so I don't want any echo going on. So I use the
Right.
Scarlett 2i2 USB. So I have that clicked. My desktop audio is disconnected from my microphone. I select this microphone. The mistake that most people use is they have a webcam like the Logitech 922, I believe it is, which is what I'm using. It has a microphone on it, but it's not as good as quality as this one. So you have to be careful and not use that microphone. You want to click on this microphone. And in your case, the mic that you have.
Yeah, because you don't have a Yeti. You're using something else, right?
Right. I'm using a traditional Phantom powered mic. It's a high dynamic range mic. And
Mhm.
it's an old mic, and I got a great story about it one of these days. I'll tell you, but I run that into what's called a Scarlett 2i2, which is not only my headphone monitor, but also my microphone input. It has a USB output that I plug into the computer. It's more complex than what you need. I just have a really great history with this particular microphone. It was given to me by a very, very good dear friend years and years ago in a very funny situation. I'll tell you about it later.
Yeah. So when I'm looking at where you're showing me that, when I saw it, okay, there was the audio, there was the cameras and scenes. There's a lot more going on down there than just that.
No, that's pretty much it. I mean, you can set up. Can you see the hotkeys that I'm showing right now?
Which ones are the hotkeys? What do you consider hotkeys?
So on your screen, are you seeing when I click on video and hotkeys?
Mm-mm.
Let me see if I need to share.
Is anybody else seeing it?
No.
I probably need to share something else. Let me.
Yeah, good. Because I was thinking I was now blind and I was kind of sad. So let me get this straight. If you have more than 2 of you on Hangouts, it works fine. Golden Retro Movies. If you're not bringing someone else into your stream, then just use YouTube Live. That's true. If wanting a panel, then Hangouts. That's also true. And here's the only thing I'm going to say, and it's just about up in the game, guys. That's all it's about. And plus, I always forget, and like I'll go and I'll present Paul. And then I'll be talking for a half hour and Paul's sitting there listening, sometimes rolling his eyes, but he tries not to show it. And then someone will say, "Where's Valerie? I haven't seen you for a half hour." And they'll go, "Oh yeah, I'm supposed to present myself."
So for some reason, OBS is not letting me show you the settings.
Okay.
It's showing the first screen, but there's another screen that opens up when I click on settings, and it won't let me show you that.
Okay.
So maybe what I need to do is record a quick tutorial for you and then send that to you so you can kind of walk through it.
If you did that, I'd be so in your debt. I would love to see that.
You don't owe me anything ever.
Curtis, I have a question.
Sure, Paul, go ahead.
And it might be kind of dumb, but here it is. For what Val wants to do, should she go this far or pay the $40 a month and go the other way and try and get financing through work, right? Work related.
No. This is totally, they're paying it. Work is paying it. But
that changes everything.
No. Go back. What I wanted is for my stream, which is not work related. It's my own thing, right?
Okay.
So they're paying for their thing, and we're going to keep it just like that because we have PowerPoints and all kinds of things, all kind of programming I got to do. And because I've done Hangouts, it seems Zoom's pretty similar. But the problem is now I would like to do Zoom because it's so nice, crisp, and clear, but you have to use Skype. And so it's having everyone learn a new modality and then on. And I think some people are it's the easier, the better. The easier, the better. But I do want that crisp, clear, and I want everybody on the same page. I don't want little boxes.
So you have in Zoom, you have a couple of choices. And I can't pull it up because my webcam is utilizing Hangouts right now. But when we were off the air and I could set you up on 2 different screens. I have 2 different computers. I could set you up on my other computer and point my webcam at this one so you could I could walk you through it and do it that way. It wouldn't be real pretty as far as what we share with everybody else out here.
Right.
So yes, if your company was going to pay for this, the simple way to do it would be Zoom. But if they're not going to pay for it and you want the quality of Zoom, at $15 a month, that's really a great deal. as far as I'm concerned. I've been watching so many live shows right now, just doing my research and seeing what's working for people, what's not working. And I see it, I see Hangouts glitch all the time. And
Oh yeah.
Our show, since we've started, I go back and look at them and analyze what we're doing, and I don't see any glitches whatsoever as far as the quality of the show. We did have a storm blow through once, and there was but we knew there was a storm, so there you kind of take that into consideration. But Zoom is the way to go. If your company would pay for it, that would be super simple.
They're paying for it for what I'm doing for them.
Right.
But then again, I don't get to take it and have it at home.
So the only way that you're going to get Zoom in is like XSplit. And I personally, I'm not knocking the company, but our research didn't show we didn't particularly care for it.
Okay.
Zoom was actually the one hands down that we all agreed on that was just absolutely excellent. It's super streamlined. You're paying for the bandwidth, and they have plenty of bandwidth for you to use. We Zoom people from you guys have watched the show. We Zoom people from Norway and Amsterdam,
right.
In real time, and we have no problems whatsoever. So I can't say enough good things about Zoom. I almost, if we didn't have the overlay stuff that we want to do, like the lower thirds and stuff like that, where we want to look like a broadcast that we're doing, I would just do all Zoom. And
but you would have to pay that extra $40 for them to allow you to go on to YouTube, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
But, and there's also kind of some talk in the background. I mean, there's a couple Facebook groups that are dedicated to Zoom, and there's kind of talk in the background that Zoom knows what people are doing with OBS, and they're going to reprogram the stream so that it won't work with OBS. Now, how true that is, I don't know. It would make
money. I wouldn't be surprised if they found a way to lock it.
It would make sense for them to do that. Of course, I don't want to do it, but it would make sense for them to do that if they wanted to get that $40 a month out of you.
The truth is, if I made money on YouTube, I make a little, but we're talking super chat and stuff like that. Right. But if I made enough, I just do it, and that would pay for it because I don't mind putting it back into it. But
the other thing you can do is you can share Zoom
with somebody else.
Yeah, so you and another person, if you're doing a live stream and somebody else is doing one, you guys can share the same account.
Can she share? Can she share Works account?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel feeling funny about that. You know what I mean?
Wouldn't be comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if I told them, hey, I'm doing it and I'll go ahead and pay for half of it, but then Zoom would have to be. I just get funny when I start bending rules and I start just not feeling good. It's just part of me, guys. Sorry.
No, I totally understand. I'm the same way. My boss.
I want to do it, but I go.
I have permission to utilize any of the company vehicles, but I always go to my boss and say, hey, I want to borrow this truck for the weekend. He's like, why are you asking me? And why don't you just go ahead and take it? I'm like, because I want to ask first.
I want to ask.
Yeah. Because I want somebody who's going to give that okay. Because, that whole passive deniability or whatever it is you got to be careful of that, right?
Yeah.
So, but I don't know that, I know I have vidIQ. There are some things I have for my channel that I could probably get rid of, and then I could afford Zoom just to do Zoom. But then I wonder how much. I don't have a big show. It's just a show for my guys, So I don't know.
I think you have one of the better shows that's on. Actually, I've watched quite a few shows and I tune back into you guys all the time, or back into your show and Canadian Drone Hub, of course.
Yes.
I can't do that.
Didn't watch last week's show, did you?
No,
that's good.
Hopefully not. Don't.
I can't watch through the week because of my work schedule. So I'm strictly a weekend guy.
Only if you want to pass out, watch the one that says Paul does the funky chicken.
Hey,
don't do it.
She said it, Paul. She said
no,
it.
I will.
So now I have to go. I have to go back and watch.
No,
I have to find that episode. And I'm going to have to watch through
Robert, you're a troublemaker.
I am a troublemaker today.
He is.
But
Robert
I want to go back. I want to go back to the subject.
Okay.
King Drone Kings in Darwin had a question. How do I bring OBS into Hangouts?
So Actually, you're bringing Hangouts into OBS.
And you get into OBS.
So you're starting your live, or you're starting your hookup where you connect all your members who are going to be on your show first, and then you open it. And I can go over here and show you this. Let me start up OBS again. The problem with OBS and the problem with Google is Google wants you to use all Google stuff.
Yep.
And everybody understands that.
Right.
What you have to do is utilize like Firefox or Opera or any of these. I use Firefox sometimes. Right now I'm dialed in on Google Chrome. Let me go over here and share my screen. Window application, OBS.
Hey guys, if you get a chance, go and hit the like button for me. You don't have to, but it is free.
Yeah, it doesn't cost anything.
That's
So-
what I like, free.
So once you get on Firefox and you start up your Google Hangout, you go over here to window capture, which is right here. Can everybody see that?
Yep.
Okay, double click that, and then it will give you a drop down. Now, right now, I've got it set on Hangouts, and this is all I get because, Google has it set up so that you can't use OBS with their Chrome software. But when you're on another one like Firefox or Microsoft Edge or some of these other ones, then you just click on it, click OK, and then your live stream will show up right here. And everything that's in that window of that application will show up here exactly. Does that make sense?
Did that answer your question, Drone Kings? See, what I'm seeing on that big window is just a line across it, right?
Right, because it won't work with Chrome.
Okay. Yeah.
So now if I were to switch, I don't. So
Don't kick yourself out.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
kicking myself out. I was going to go over to Zoom and log in, and
Hey,
but my
Tony.
webcam,
Beautiful
I
night
don't
to
think will
you.
do that. Let me go over
Have
here
a
to Zoom.
beautiful night.
If your webcam's being used, it won't allow it to be used.
Yeah. Let me just try something here. Hang on.
Unless you could trick it and say it was a USB. Well, might be
Thank
able
you
to.
for a ball.
Okay, we're going to trick it. This is going to work. Hang on one second. I got to kind of do.
Okay.
I got to do a little hacking here,
Mhm.
but we're going to make this work. So, we're going to. All right, stop sharing. Go to screen share.
Yeah, that way you're not showing your.
Okay, so we're going to share this. All right, so now can you guys see
Yep.
Zoom meetings? All
Little
right.
lag, but looks good.
Okay, well it's gonna. We're,
Yeah,
Yep.
it's gonna lag.
Yep.
we're really
Yep.
stressing this thing hard here.
You're fine though.
So now that I can show you that I'm on Zoom meetings, which is right there. Now what I need to do is stop the screen share and select OBS Studio, share, go to window capture, and this will give me Zoom.
There.
Okay, there you go.
Wow.
So that's all you need to do to get it in there.
So I'm gonna have to rewatch my own stream quite a few times so I can figure that out. I don't. You're when you go on. I'm gonna tell you, Curtis. It's so professional. You
Oh.
have the thing going around and the gal, and there's some excitement created around it. And when I go on, I'm just like, "Hi everyone, how you doing? Let's just jump in." But to have something in the beginning like you would do with content,
Right.
and something at the end which you would do with content like your outro, that would be nice to be able to do on the live stream. And so with this kind of thing you could do that. So
Right.
that's
With
what
this,
I like about
so
it.
the thing that we do is I turn off this eyeball right here. Does everybody see this eyeball?
Mhm.
I turn this off. Our show starts. This is what everybody sees on YouTube. And good evening, everybody. I'm your host, Curtis Dart. Love to have you on Val's Life today. It is not the Drone Owners Network. We are so excited about you guys being here. Bam!
Yep.
Let's see who all we got in the chat today. Hey, Furball Kim is in the chat today. Love my drones in the chat. I'm sorry. I hear the music and I just get started.
Right.
I gotta-
Right.
I
Very
have
good.
to stop.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I think that's the thing. I think I want to figure out how to do that so that when I go on, but I will tell you, when I'm doing interviews, I get so involved with the people I'm talking to.
Yeah.
It's not always it's not always easy to remember to go back in and change something. That's why I was hoping I could get something with 4 boxes or 3 boxes, like what you did when you had Build the Drone Reviewer on. You know how he's in the lower box and you guys had boxes? I just thought that's so much easier. Everyone can see everyone. You know, we're not in these little teeny boxes at the bottom.
That's called I think it's called group display. I mean, there's 2 choices. There's
Yeah.
speaker display, and it does much like Google Hangouts does. When whoever's talking, that goes full screen. The downside of Zoom is whoever the host is never goes full screen automatically under speaker. So what you have to do is, if you want to be full screen, like when I'm on there, you have to right click and select pin your video, and I can go through that with you if you want me to go through
But
that with
once
you.
you do that, you have to unpin yourself, right?
Correct. You have to unpin yourself. But then, generally speaking, you're not the focus of it. Your guests are the focus of the show. So from that point on, it really doesn't matter. There's only 2 times that I really pin myself during our show. That's the intro, when I'm talking, and I do what our segment of the show is kind of what I call our show notes, where I talk about what happened last week or something that's pertaining to the show that's coming up or something like that. Then we go into our little news segment with Tommy. And then I click on speaker view, and when he's talking, everybody else has their microphones muted. They do that themselves. So Tommy's screen just automatically goes full screen. And this is just something we've kind of practiced offline to do to be smooth at
Right.
this. When we come out of that, again, I pin while we're doing that transition from out of the news. We have that little 15-second graphic. While that's going on, I utilize that time to repin my video and shut all their videos down and get ready to bring on our guests. So I got about 15 seconds to hit 3 different switches. And we built that little time in there. That's why there is that transition there. And then I do a little piece where I'm on full screen. I talk about our guest who's coming up today, et cetera, does this, does that, went to the moon, the whole 10 yards.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was blind? I know I missed you, but Val, thanks.
Val, my only question to you is, one of your complaints was, the reason you want to do this is, you locked yourself on there or locked yourself off of there. So what Curtis is saying, if I'm understanding correctly, you've got to hit now 3 or 4 different buttons to lock yourself on, 3 or 4 buttons to lock yourself off. When are you going to have one of those moments and you forgot who's locked on and who's locked off?
No, Paul. It's one extra click. So when you're on speaker view, which is automatic, and whoever talks comes up full screen, you're the only one that doesn't come up full screen. So then there's one button for you to click to make yourself full screen. When you don't want to be full screen as the host, you unclick that. You do not have to do that for everybody else. When everybody else talks, they go full screen, and in Zoom they're up here at the top as opposed to down here in the bottom.
Right.
So it's just one button for her to click.
But she does have to remember to do it.
She does have to remember to do it. So when you're having a group chat like this right now, if you wanted to make yourself full screen, you need to click that button so that you make yourself full screen.
Otherwise, all of your other people in the stream would just all be sitting there looking just like you would be in a smaller box, right?
So
Right.
So what I was thinking was,
but the other
we
option,
all go up and just stay there.
yeah, the other option, and I kind of like that option because then you get reactions from people. Right now, we're all kind of small down here or I'm talking, so I'm not, but everybody else is down here small, and you're not getting their facial reactions to when I say the word chicken. See what happens?
Say funky?
Do not.
Did I hear say funky?
No, you did not, Robert. You did not.
So what's really cool about that is when everybody has an equal size screen, you get the reactions to people's faces, and that gives you a little bit more to play off of, a little bit more to talk about, as opposed to, somebody who did something that you didn't quite notice because they're on a small screen down there. So I personally think for your show, that would be really excellent. I think you'd play off your guest a lot better, and just my opinion, of course.
And I think that too. So that's why I was wondering if that was something that would seem like something I could do.
The
so
thing
right
I would
now,
do if I were to
format a stream, I want to make sure. So play all these are uploads. Huh.
The thing I would recommend if I was formatting your show would be just to have you full screen at the beginning so you could do your intro.
Mhm.
And then once you do your intro, click that one button where you make everybody the same size, and then the rest of your show is like that.
Right. See, to
So-
me, that'd be a better thing for me.
Yeah. So OBS is just for you, OBS would just be a conduit to YouTube.
Right.
And then as you got more and more comfortable with using OBS, you could add something like, a little lower thirds. I can make something for you to be really cool. A little lower thirds of Val's life or something like that you could have just always playing across the bottom.
Right.
It could
Right.
always say subscribe, hit that bell, and then it would rotate and say Val's life and something along those lines.
Yeah, because we usually, like last week, Paul and I did something just on how to protect yourself on YouTube.
Mhm.
So, when you're a creator and you're doing these types of chats. And so that was fun. It was a little bit different. But when I talked, I was on, and then I went and presented Paul and just forgot all about it. 30 minutes later, someone's going, "Hey, Valerie, we haven't seen you for a long time." And I'm
I
like,
didn't mean, by the way, I apologize. I didn't mean to hijack your show. I just wanted to offer some help. So if you
No.
want to kick me out and send me on my
no,
way,
I
say,
am so happy you came
goodbye.
on
No, it's all
because
good
I wanted
information.
to talk to you about that because you're one of the ones that uses Zoom, and I thought it was just a better thing for me to be able to see how you did that.
Yeah.
That's all.
if you do use Zoom, let us send me I hate email. Hook up with me on Facebook or something like that.
Okay.
And then I'll make you some graphics that you can play with that say Val's life on it or something along those lines. And we'll make something just kind of cute and nice. And then as you're
Okay.
getting more comfortable with Zoom, you'll start utilizing these extra tools, and it does add to the show. It adds a bit of professionalism to it. There's no way around it. I mean, it makes your presentation a little bit nicer.
Yeah, there are a few things, I was telling the guys last week that as you work, a lot of times if you're doing live stream, you want to go back and look at it because in content creation, you have to look at it if you're going to edit it.
Right.
But when you're not doing that, the only way you're going to see it is if you go back and look at it. So I went to go do that and I realized my lighting's off. One part of my face is really like just too shiny. And I was like, oh my goodness, this, I think what we have is really something we need to put out there. But, Paul looks good. Look at him all, Mr.
Paul always looks good.
Yeah, it's just Paul. Damn Paul. No.
He's just
I love Paul. But with mine, I need go ahead.
as the sun goes down, I can turn on my studio lighting.
It's my birthday, Phantom Flight 101. Oh, no, it isn't, but it feels like it. I love Wackatrol. Wow, I'm good at it. Yeah, I don't like people coming in and saying ignorant things. So I just get him out. He's now hidden. We will not see anything he says because we don't want to waste any brain cells on that. Where's Kim? Alexa. Kim would like Alexa to make him a cup of coffee, but she's very quiet for some reason. I'm afraid to ask why. Alexa, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, I'm here.
Once I hear
I
the
listen
wake.
once I hear the wake word.
Okay, I turned her off because now, yeah, right?
Because it set off Paul's.
Yeah.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Yep.
So
that was pretty
ask
cool.
Alexa what a giraffe sounds like, Paul. And you'll
Are you
find out it
kidding me?
sounds just like what I said.
Alexa, what does a giraffe sound like?
It's been long assumed that giraffes are quiet beasts. However, new research suggests that giraffes hum. I wonder if giraffes and hummingbirds ever talk to each other?
See?
They hum.
It
That's
doesn't hum.
It's not a
That's
hum.
a different hum. It's a different hum. It's a
that-
hum.
That's not a hum.
Curtis, tell him you're part of my tribe now. Smack him
I'm-
good.
I'm part of her tribe. I am the lead staff member.
Really? Is that Stone Cold with you and Paul Murray?
By the way,
yeah.
just a little inside joke. My staff now calls himself the Tribe. You've started something.
See,
Yeah.
see, it's true. It's good. Hey, Corey Man, how you doing? Corey Man's another tech guy who does really good tech. I forgot Drumpool, but you know what? I think it's yeah, they should because I don't look at people that work with me as staff. I would just they're part of my tribe. Yeah,
Those guys are all my friends.
Yep,
they're not
right.
staff. It was just we needed this. We started a private conversation on Facebook to kind of keep track of what we're doing and what's coming up, and a way to keep track of everything. And I needed a way to differentiate that from the other group conversations that I have. So I just called it the staff group convo. And so everybody's like, "Oh yeah, I'm part of the staff."
Yeah, now they're part of the tribe.
So I need to go through and change that to tribe now. I
That's
haven't done
right.
that.
That's right. Because that show is very popular, and that show, it did say tribe in the thumbnail and in the title. I think it was. I think everyone agrees you have to use it now.
I think so too. It's a tribe.
I am part
Yeah.
of the tribe Wackatrol.
Whack-a-mole. Yeah.
Yeah. That is one thing we've had a lot to do today, but I will tell you, Paul, all the hold on, see, I'm still presenting. All of this has come after I say you just block people. And now I'm getting like this deluge, of people who decided to come on and be that. But I am really fast with the Wackatrol and it won't stop my show. So
I could take this opportunity to ask you guys a couple questions. One of the things that myself and my tribe are talking about is how we can improve what we're doing. We are very, very critical of what we do. So have you guys watched the show, and do you have any suggestions that were critiques or things you like or you don't like, or is this the appropriate time to ask those kind of things?
No, you can ask that. I want to say I watched it because it hasn't been as consistent.
Mhm.
Correct. So it's hard for me to know when it's on.
Yeah.
So that's one thing.
In other
I
words,
would
you're not
say.
in a
A
time
schedule.
slot. A time slot? Is that what you're
Because
saying?
you were working that out, I think is what it was. You were because you want to do a really great show. It takes more time for you, I think. So the one thing I did think though is when your news guy, is it Tony?
Tommy, yeah.
Tommy does the news, his little torn papers shouldn't show.
I'll convey that to him.
No, don't tell him I said it.
No.
Tell him Furball
I
said it. Furball.
Furball
I
said
just put it all
Furball
on
said-
Furball. No, that was the only thing because he had good information.
Yeah, it was good information, but it kind of hailed back to days when we were in grade school where we used to have the ringed binder and used to rip it out and it had all these little tabs on the edge.
So
was
I can give you guys a couple little insights to the things that you just said. And by the way, it's duly noted, and I appreciate the input. We did. I run several Facebook groups, and we did an actual Excel spreadsheet where we put all these little different view times, and you can, when you're an admin, you can see when people are on, what time of day, and all that. And when we first put the show on, the first thing we thought was when are the people that are on the show most available? And for us, it was 3:00 on Saturday afternoon Pacific time, 6 Eastern. But we got to looking around, and actually the three biggest days are Tuesday, Saturday, and Monday. I'm sorry, Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday. Tuesday and Saturday are tied, and they're both at 6 p.m. Well, I'm not necessarily home from work at 6 p.m., so that kind of makes it hard to go on then. So what we ran into was Memorial Day, and everybody couldn't make the show, and we didn't have a guest, and it was like, okay, we want to set a new time anyway, so let's just not do a Memorial Day show. And then we came back and we did a 6:00 Pacific time show, and we're kind of looking at and waiting for all the statistics to come back from Facebook to see how many people were actually online during that day. I don't think a lot of people were, based on the ratings for the show at this particular time, but I still haven't got all the ratings back from that particular YouTube show the last one we just did. So we're kind of looking at that. The torn paper thing, somebody a long time ago had brought up David Letterman. And I think there was a point in time when David Letterman would read something, I think it was the top 10 list, and he had a card and he would throw them. He'd do it. and I think at one point Tommy was going to do that, and he just never did do it. So it was, I remember it was kind of brought up as would be kind of cute if you have 3x5 cards and you just kind of toss them away, and this drone ran into an airplane and that's that story, and he tosses it away, but it never kind of evolved. So I think he was kind of thinking about that in his head, but like I said, that's kind of, I can make no excuses about that.
Or Curtis, the other thing he could do is if he wanted to have a shtick like that, get the kind of pad, where the rings are at the top, and he could have them written down their pages, and he could, grab it, yank it out, and throw it over his shoulder, and then go on to read the next one, and grab it, yank it out, throw it over his shoulder.
Phantom, Herman, I sent you a link so you can come in. Hey, Paul, will you take over for a minute for me?
Sure.
Okay, I'll be right back.
You need some more Baileys? I get it. Okay.
I do. Oh my God. No, I don't drink. What the?
Hey, yeah, I know. We're all good, Val. We're not going to tell any stories.
We don't judge.
No.
I'm drinking coffee right now.
Yeah, no, I think you guys are onto something. I think it's going to grow, and you're just in growing pains right now. That's all.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, no, we know we are. Like I said, we are super critical of ourselves more so than other people are. When I talk to people offline that enjoy and watch the show and everything, and we talk about, hey, are we hitting the right subjects? Are we talking about something you guys are interested in? Everybody gives us a dozen ideas, and then we kind of bounce those around. We're trying to be an informative show. And we have, the biggest hurdle we have is that hour-long show. It's a commitment to sit down and watch an hour-long show.
Oh yeah.
For a lot of us, we just enjoy that format of live, and we love the interaction with our commenters and our people in our chat. But for somebody who comes in later, like tomorrow or whatever after the show's over, and they want to get to the information, it's a commitment to sit down through an hour show and watch all this stuff. So we know we have that against us.
Right.
But, so we try to really put in honest and well-researched information that is true and will hold up with time, because it's going to be on YouTube forever,
Sure. Herman, how you doing?
Welcome to the show, Herman.
Howdy, Herman.
Can you hear us, Herman? Nope.
Doesn't look like it. But Curtis, I got to say that the shows you put out are very professional.
Well, thank you. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Yeah. From the show, Herman.
Trust me, we strive hard.
You hear us, Herman?
I can hear you.
Hey, Herman, you got to mute. You got to mute your.
The shows you put out are
mute the mute.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Mute.
I trust you. Mute.
Mute.
We're getting your delayed
Yeah, YouTube.
delayed YouTube.
Mute YouTube and go to your Google Hangouts.
We lost him.
Dropped him.
Hey, Herman, if you're listening now, you got to mute YouTube and then just go to Google Hangouts and use that audio.
Yep.
But another question I had, Curtis, was the Zoom payment of Zoom. I know what you said, it's $15 a month, right?
Yeah, 14 something. Yeah.
Can you shut that off?
Yes.
I mean, can you, if you're only going to use it this amount of time, you can say, okay, well, I'm not going to use it next month.
You can set it up to use it for 1 month. You can say, hey, I just need it. We have a special meeting we got to do this month, and you buy the plan for that month, and then you don't use it for a month, and you can go back and get it later. I just have it set up to automatically withdraw from my checking account. So, yes, you can set up anything you want.
And another thing is, you were talking about the $40. That's for being able to use it on YouTube.
Yes. So there's a couple of extra, and I haven't used it, so
yeah,
I'm not really sure I would be the best person to speak towards
Oh,
this.
okay.
I have researched into it, and we have looked into it. Essentially, it gives you a few extra buttons to stream directly from Zoom into YouTube.
Okay.
So it accesses your YouTube key and your YouTube stream key so that you can access straight from Zoom.
Oh, okay.
But the thing about for our show, we wanted to put on something that looked like I mean, something you'd see on cable TV or national TV. You know,
Right.
we're not anywhere near that, but we want to try to do that. We have
So you're pretty
lofty,
damn close.
we have lofty,
Hey
lofty,
guys,
lofty
let's
goals.
welcome Herman to the
Yeah.
panel.
Hello.
Herman,
How's it going?
I knew
Going
you.
good.
I knew you were with us, Herman, because I saw your cough live rather than delayed.
So Carmen, you know Curtis Dart. I think he's been on
Yes.
those guys.
Mhm.
So Drone Kings and Darwin want to know, is there a delay?
is there a delay in Zoom?
Yeah.
No, Zoom acts. So Zoom is a different network than YouTube has. YouTube allocates a certain amount of bandwidth for what they're doing, and Zoom is a dedicated bandwidth. So it's like a hotline right in. So there's no delay. It's like we're sitting here right now talking. There's no delay in it whatsoever. The delay happens just like Hangouts when you broadcast to YouTube. YouTube has to convert that signal and send it back out. So that's where the delay comes from, and you're never going to get around that with anybody. XSplit, all the other ones that are out there, you're going to have that delay. You can't watch YouTube as you're doing your actual show.
Right. And that's
hope-
something that was a little hard to get my head around when I first started, because I would watch it on Hangouts and then I'd hear everyone talking, and it was like watching one of those Japanese movies, Godzilla movies.
Drone Kings and Darwin, did I answer the question that you were asking? I mean, I'm not sure that I answered it. I want to be sure and get it correct here.
No matter what you do, there's going to be delay when you convert it to YouTube.
Correct. Now, here's one that's interesting.
Okay.
Drone Effects with Claude says, I just had a copyright claim for showing my OBS live.
I don't get what that means. What do you
I don't
mean a
either.
copyright claim?
Drone Effects with Claude, can you explain that a little bit more? Was it the content? Because
Showing the OBS window?
I
OBS
just
is
got a
open source.
copyright claim for showing my OBS live.
Well, somebody must own the copyrights to OBS.
No, it's open. It's open.
It's open source.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the
It's like
engineers
free.
that designed it and made it, they don't have any rights to it.
No, it's a bunch of engineers. It's a bunch of
It's
people.
a bunch of people that
It
put
would have been
together.
like my dad, you know. He worked
There are
for
people
IBM,
making-
so would do free stuff.
There are thousands of plugins
Had
for
to be
OBS where you can
content,
do that just
OBS,
automatically
free,
you
open,
it's an
whatever.
exe file and you just kind of click on it and it becomes part of OBS to make other functions. It's
So-
open source. Anybody can make parts of it.
So
So it probably
Claude.
would be his content then.
Yeah, it
It
would have to be it would have to be as content.
but I wonder what, and I wonder, so Claude, there's a whole bunch of different copyright claims they can do. And I know this because I had one. So it wasn't music, guys. It was just a hanky dill. But anyway, so sometimes you get one with music and they'll just say, hey, we're going to take the money from the stream.
Mhm.
And so we're just going to tell you that's why we're doing it. And there's really no fallout from that as long as you're okay. Another copyright strike is you actually are using my content in your stream. And
Without
so,
approval.
right, without approval, sometimes even with approval, you just have to be careful and they'll take you down for that. And that's a little different because that's when they'll keep you from live streaming. Then there's another copyright where, what is that other one, guys? Where they go in, they send you a letter. Oh, I think that's just a community strike.
Yep, community strike.
Yeah, community strike.
And even on the music, they can copyright claim you
Yep.
and then take your stuff down should they want to.
Yep.
So that's what I'm wondering what it was, Claude.
See, you know what I find interesting about YouTube and the copyright strikes? Because I got one for music that I got off of, a music
Free music.
program that the music was supposed to be okay.
Yeah.
And I still got hit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm from what I'm hearing, I'm not the only person that got hit by using Epidemic Sounds.
Okay, so you pay for Epidemic?
It was given to me from somebody.
That's
from
how
their
it
from
happened.
their music.
Yeah, that's how it
That's
happened.
how it happens.
Epidemic Sounds, I have them. So what they say is I can use that music,
But
But
can't
nobody
share
else
it.
can.
but I can't share it, so somebody else can use it because they won't allow that. So they'll go back and make sure I still have it going. So now if I put Epidemic Sound and I have a video, right, and I put it out there, that can play for forever and a day. They can't say anything about that song because I put it on there when I had a subscription. But if I took the same song, my subscription ended, and then I put it on one of my videos, they
And
would
they'd
copyright claim me. And I
I don't-
can't share it.
About 2 years ago, there was a company in India that was putting out some awesome music and said it was copyright free, and you would take it and utilize. And I did this. I utilized the music, and then you get a copyright strike where they take your money, essentially the money that you make off YouTube, and they collect that money. And it was all a setup and a scam just to get your money, basically. But YouTube caught on to it. Enough people complained about it, and their music has basically been banned from YouTube. But that was like 2
Wow.
years ago. I don't think anybody's doing that now. In our case, we found a couple songs we like, and we found them on Audio Jungle. And I didn't really like the terms of service from Audio Jungle. It was kind of vague in what it said I could and could not use, but they have an option to contact the actual artist. So here's a nice little interesting piece. I contact the artist, and it turns out he's following me. I didn't know him, but
Nice.
he's in one of my groups and following, and he flies drones and everything. And I said, hey, we're doing this show. Here's an example of what we want to do with it. I want to pay you the correct funds, and I don't want a copyright hit. I want to show appreciation because it's a great song that we're using. And we worked out a deal. It was like $50, and he says, it's yours. Go for it, man. And I love your show, and I love what you're doing. And he's actually sent me other cuts because we don't use the full length of the song. I kind of cut it up a little bit. He's gone back in the studio and recut it for me, and I didn't even ask for it, and said, here you go. Here's what you're trying to get. And I got the actual artist cutting up the song so it's the 32 seconds long that I actually need for me. So a lot of
Nice.
times
That's
just
cool.
reach out to that artist is what I recommend. Do the right thing, pay them the money. They deserve it. They're an artist. This is how they make their living. So pay them the money. They're really reasonable folks. And they will work with you. And 9 times out of 10, like in our case, we got bonus that I didn't even expect. I bought a 3-minute, the rights to use a 3-minute song, and I cut it up because I only have that song. I don't have the actual track, so I can't really cut it up properly. He went back and saw what I was doing and said, oh, here's what you're actually trying to do. Let me send this to you. And he cut it correctly with the tracks and everything else.
Wow.
And I asked for a little bit more bass drum in there, a little more thump, because I like the hits that are on that particular song. He gave me more bass drum too. So it's
Wow.
like I said, work with the artist, pay the artist, and you won't have a problem, in my opinion.
So let me give you one caveat.
Okay.
If it is a popular song and is on the radio,
Oh
and
yeah,
you call the artist and they say okay, they can't give you the okay.
that's true. Yes.
They can say okay, and maybe they can talk to their people and make it okay, their tribe, their extended tribe, whatever that looks like. But if they just say good to you, then the music producers and all those guys can come after
Studio
you.
owns a portion of it, yes.
Yeah, it makes it really difficult because I think there are a lot of people who would share their music just to really get it out there, and they can't.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a very, very popular rock band that the drummer, and I'm not allowed to say his name, but there's a very popular band with a rock drummer that's been around for years and years and years. He watches the show, loves what we do. And I asked him to come on and talk about his drone flying and the band that he plays in and stuff. And he's more than willing to, but his management will not let him do it.
Right.
Really?
Absolutely
Right.
no way.
Because
Well, Herman,
he's owned. Yeah.
Herman, you run into that all the time. Lawrence says that he has to keep you reined in all the time from making all these personal appearances.
Well, I only appear where I'm asked to.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't
you know,
just show up.
Lawrence is a stickler, you know.
But Lawrence isn't Herman's manager. I am.
I
Oh.
thought you were Lawrence's manager.
I am. That's how come I know.
Okay, so but you're
Poor
are you
Herman
telling,
sitting there going, "What the hell?
Now, what
I-
the
I-
What
hell?
did I sign?"
are you representing Herman too?
Yeah.
Here we go.
The lawsuits are going to start flying.
And it costs $200 if Herman was to dance and stuff.
No, it wasn't.
Do you know what they told me? They told me. I
No, it's
said
not.
it was 100. It had at least be 100 super chats for me to dance. And someone goes, "Oh, you got them." I jump up and start dancing because that was the agreement. And I found out no, I didn't have 100. I had like 50.
Oh no, Paul doesn't have to dance for $200.
But Val,
We
that was
came Paul Dan.
$100
No
it was
amount of
$100
money.
super chats, and they take 30% right off the top.
Yes, I know.
No, Val, Paul does not have to dance for $200.
No, I'd say if you want Paul to dance and I have to witness that again, it's $1,000 to me.
Oh,
Hey,
That dance looks like my
I think-
friends.
I think Robert's ready to let loose.
start the super chats
Oh my god!
right now.
By the way, love my drones. Thank you for the comment. Thank you.
Curtis, I'm gonna slide the subject to the side. But good information from Curtis tonight. You made the cast tonight. It's really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was nice. Okay, so the simulator that I was using is Liftoff, but what I'm hearing, guys, is Velocidrone.
Velocidrone is good.
A lot of people love that, but that's not what I was using. Undercutting yourself Val's life. Ad. My ad. Oh my god. Fly like that. So
we did a show and talked about some of the programs this last Saturday. We had Casey Sealock on, and he's been flying FPV for forever, and he was talking about some of the simulators out there. Think of a simulator. I don't know how many of you remember. Well, in my high school, we had little cars, little seats that we would sit down in with a computer screen, and you'd simulate driving down the street, and it was not anything like the real thing. But what it did was allow you, there would be somebody walk across the street in front of you, and you'd test your time to make sure you hit the brakes correctly. It's just the first stepping stone. It's not a 100%, because I have liftoff also. It's not a 100%. This is how you fly, how you do everything. It's a stepping stone to get you to that point, as opposed to just going out and throwing your drone up in the air and becoming frustrated right off the bat. Those simulators are something to get you to that point, to actually have you be grounded in something that you can start using, as opposed to, like I said, just going out and flying and crashing.
Well, and I got to tell you, I've heard the two different sides, Curtis. I've heard people go, "Hey, just go out there and do it. That's what you need to do." And someone else said, "Yeah, you can pick up bad habits from simulators." And people said, you can pick up bad habits from doing what you do out there in the sky, not knowing what you're doing. And I get all that, but Liftoff, my drone goes, "Zzz, doop, zzz." I've been doing this thing for a while, and I am still flipping over and dying. So I'm not sure I was cut out for FPV. Now, granted, people play Xbox, right?
Mm-hmm.
They play, like Lawrence was on saying he couldn't get YouTube to go, so he went and did Xbox or Lactine back. If I try to play Xbox, it makes me nervous. I don't know what it is. Even all those, like Pong, that damn Pong thing made me nervous as a kid.
Well, you could be right about the drone FPV, because I find it's somewhat difficult for me. At the same time, I find that I'm really connected with wings. Any kind of plane or wing FPV flying, I'm pretty good at that.
What they call fixed wing?
Fixed wing, yeah. Well, I have a big. I started off with this disco, the Parrot Disco wing, and kind of started playing around with that. And then I had a couple buddies who have RC planes. I started playing with those and kind of going out flying with them with the Buddy Box system. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Buddy Box system.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm naturally kind of gravitating towards that as my main focus is the DJI drones, but I'm gravitating towards that as additional kinds of footage that I like doing. Casey is the guy that was on our show this last Saturday. is a real good friend of mine, and he's a really great FPV pilot. He can do those dives down the building and shoot under the bridge and over the top and all that, and flip, 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 and then he goes forward. Then he flip, 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 and then he goes back, and then he goes flip, 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 and then he goes to the left and he goes flip, 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 and I can't follow any of that.
No,
But he can
can't
do all
either.
that stuff and know exactly where he is in XYZ space. I can't quite get that myself.
Well, see, my thing is, I've seen the most FPV stuff I've watched is probably Ed's channel.
Mhm.
Hey, what, Paul? Paul?
You've got it locked on Curtis on the YouTube channel.
It's not showing up on my screen. It's locked.
Hang on, let me go over and check again.
I didn't see it was locked.
I see Paul talking.
it's
I see
not.
Val.
Yeah, it's not locked, honey.
Okay,
Doesn't
switch
look
now.
like-
Okay, guys, about 5 minutes ago it was, but let's not tell Paul because I like him
Oh,
to be
okay.
wrong now and again. Paul.
Oh,
I
I think
wanted to see her on
Paul, what
television.
was happening was I was talking too much. That's what it is.
No, Curtis. It was I happened to go over there because I was gonna check the chats, and I go over there, and you were sitting there just looking at the thing and looking down at your hands and looking at the thing, and it was locked on you, and I'm going, what?
So,
okay.
so what I was going to say is that when I'm watching Ed fly, and he flies in this, using this one particular place, where he's swooping down through trees and then flipping around, coming back and going down and up. And I just wonder in those goggles, how you keep track of actually where you are, because I wouldn't know where I was.
I got to read this one. Love my drones.
Practice.
You got to be the bird, brother. Me, I'm like that crazy bird that used to run into everything. Oh, the cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs bird.
Yes.
Well, my
But
buddy
you got
KCC
really
Lock
good
is coming
now.
up here, and we're gonna get an FPV set up, and we're gonna take me out, and we're gonna really try to get me into this thing. But I've just
Okay.
for me, I found wings were a little bit more comfortable. And we're doing 60 miles an hour. It's not a fast, slow thing. It's the flipping thing that throws me off.
Yeah.
I like the diving down the buildings, and I like shooting underneath trees and shooting between gaps and all that stuff and going fast. But it's like when you're going forward and flip, and then you turn around and you go flip, and then you do a loop, and you go flip, and then you go flip, and then you flip,
Yeah,
and then you
and
go
then
flip,
they
flip.
do something called the Maddie flip, and I'm like,
Oh, that's where you're
how
going
do we-
backwards, and then you do two flips, flip, flip, and then you turn around and go flip, 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 flip. That's the Maddie. That's the Maddie flip. Maddie, if you're watching, I apologize. I'm not making fun of you, brother. I can't do those things. It's just not in my DNA. I total respect for anybody that can do that stuff. I just can't follow it. Flip,
Oh.
flip.
Oh my God,
In
love
the beginning, I thought they did it accidentally.
right?
That may be very well true, and it may still be true.
Just go straight and just keep flipping the sticks.
The turns I know where I fly, but I don't see how some of these guys don't get lost. Yeah, Jerome Pool says he has a Cocoa Puffs
Bird
bird
t-shirt.
T-shirt. Yes.
That's awesome. I wish I
Maddie
had
is
that.
power loop, but backwards, no flips.
So power loop, but backwards, no flips. I guarantee you he comes out of it and he goes power loop, backwards, flip, 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 flip.
Which surprisingly sounds like the giraffe. Just saying.
Giraffes hum, Val. They hum.
They hum.
Val, what
Much
zoos
like a
have you
hummingbird.
been to?
Huh?
What zoos have you been to?
I haven't. Well, I have, but when they eat and stuff and
Let
they're
the rats
talking to
out
their
there.
little ones, you have to
Oh,
listen very carefully.
When they're
Uh-huh.
licking the leaves off the top of the trees, I think is what she's talking about.
I don't know.
Love my drones. That is a great comment. I started wearing a brightly colored shirt so I could find myself. That's a great idea.
Oh,
That-
nice.
No, that's a great idea, because if you wear like a bright orange or yellow or something like that, and you're in a field of green, you're out in a field, that makes it a lot easier to refine yourself and center yourself. That's a great comment.
Curtis, that must be why Kim always buys Roger bright shirts when he chases Roger around the yard with his drone.
So he can find him and keep a target on him.
Yes. And Roxy's the only protection between that drone and Roger.
Every time I see her, she's asleep. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I know.
It's always
She's
on
such
that
a cute
comforter.
baby. So
you
yeah,
are right about that though, with the colors.
Yeah.
Because I wear the high vis vest now when I fly, and I can spot myself out from far away
right,
with
right.
this thing.
I've seen you and Lawrence in those in yours. So yeah, I think it makes a lot makes more sense. To the other last night I was watching Michael Bainey's um his flight, and I couldn't find him anywhere. I mean, I think he's probably wearing all brown, so he looked like a tree trunk.
I'll be back in just a sec.
Okay, but I could not find him at all.
Well, if you want to do something cinematic with one of those FPV drones and you don't want to be in the picture, I could see doing that. But if you want to keep some kind of orientation, then I would think that the high vis would be important.
Right. Something, Han. Let me see, where am I? Boop,
You're
boop, boop.
high. What?
No, is that what he said?
Yeah,
Something like that.
It's just the Baileys. Just the Baileys.
it's the Baileys. Oh, okay.
Guys, if you get a chance, hit that like button for me. Don't
Hey,
have to.
you
You
know
can
what?
hit it for Paul. It'll still
Robert,
come to me.
Robert, did you hear? She's starting to even slur a little. If you're just
No.
gonna,
Oh my God!
She's not
Paul.
slurring, Paul. She's not slurring. That is cursive speaking.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God!
Slightly
you guys
artistic.
are in so much trouble. So much trouble.
Well,
Robert,
it is.
you always trouble.
is-
Trouble follows you.
It isn't going to be a good night until we get Val to snort.
I'm not doing it.
Is that
Okay.
Is that
I
a
really-
challenge, Val?
Do
Is
not.
that a challenge,
Do
Val?
not. Herman, did you see this flipping thing that goes on here?
No, I'm just seeing it for the first time now.
We
Do
don't need to
not
see
look.
it anymore either.
Well, you're gonna
Yeah.
fly, Paul? Are you about to do something that I've never seen?
I really like the idea of a fully aerobatic bird, but with GPS rescue mode. So you get up there, flip around, go crazy. Okay, I've had enough. Flip the switch, and the bird comes home and lands up the feet. Oh, that's good. See, that'd be better. Get it to do all the crazy, and then have it come home.
Now the
Any of you guys flying those new fixed wing drones?
you're talking about the vertical takeoff ones that are doing
Yeah.
mapping and stuff. There's a guy up here that Blue Sky Drones, and he's got some. They're like $30,000 though.
Yeah.
They're
What?
very, very expensive, and they're made specifically for mapping. They're not like a camera drone where you go out and catch footage and stuff like that. You put a very high-end camera on those things. He's
Yeah.
invited me up to try it out and go fly it and everything with him.
Wow.
But I'm like, I don't really get into the mapping thing, so I haven't really kind of jumped at the opportunity. But at the same time, I think that is kind of the future as far as what we're doing, because it's by using forward momentum, you increase your amount of flight time, and it's always about getting more time in the air with less battery. We're somewhat limited right now with 4 props, lifting a dead weight into the air. We're limited by what LiPo batteries can do. So either the batteries have to improve, or we have to change some of the way that we think. And those forward momentum drones that use the wings and the forward momentum to fly are actually going to be a pretty big deal. But right now they're kind of expensive, so I'm not really sure. Speaking of products, I got something in the mail, if you guys don't mind me showing you.
Yeah.
This little puppy right here. See if you guys can see that.
Oh, is that a tracker?
This,
That is a camera mount.
right, you take your GoPro, you mount it under here, whatever
you
position you
can-
want.
Have it
And
do
then
a
you-
follow.
Right,
That is cool.
On the line.
Yeah.
right. So you have a line that goes with this thing. This is the WiralCam. I got this
Yeah.
in.
I've
this
seen
thing is-
YouTube.
This thing is
videos
pretty
on it.
awesome. I haven't had a chance to hook it up just yet, but as far as like flying,
Remote control. Yeah.
yeah, and comes with cable,
Yeah.
Wow.
everything. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this thing. I'm thinking about setting up a car with somebody in the back seat, and then having this thing fly through the 2 front windows.
Fly through the windows. Yeah.
either the windows, so like you're kind of outside the car and the camera goes in the car and sees two people in the back seat making out or something. I don't know what, and then it goes out the other side. You don't see that very often. So that's one idea I'm kind of thinking of. If you guys come up with some ideas for me, shoot them at me.
If somebody's police are chasing a guy and he jumps through the windows, jumps through, and then you follow him as he goes through.
There is another guy that has mounted his Mavic 2 Pro on it. I'm not sure what kind of mount he's got. I got to kind of go back and look at it, but he's actually flying around, and he uses the Mavic 2 to fly around, and then he mounts this underneath it and flies through the house. You know, no props on or anything like that. He just turns on the camera and films it as it flies through the house. So it looks like it flew through the house without any risk.
Wow. So that thing flies? Is that what you're saying?
No. It's called a cable cam, and it's hooked up between two stable points. Like you hook it up between two tree lines. And then this thing is stabilized, so it runs and it's motorized. It has a little motor in it.
Yep.
I don't have it all hooked up yet, but so anyway, it's got a little motor right here that turns, and then you run your cable over here and then through here and then over here. And then this whole thing just runs back and forth, and it has
like they use in football games.
Exactly.
Oh,
we
nice.
did stuff like that for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
That's that the guy has a remote control that controls the camera's movement back and forth on the cable.
Yep.
And that's the remote control for it right there.
Oh, that looks like it'd be fun.
So just an additional thing that in your arsenal. I mean, I don't think I would do an entire video with this thing, but if I wanted to do something that was okay, here's an example that would be really good. So we're not supposed to fly over people.
Right.
Like for instance, like big concerts or something like that. But let's say somebody hired you to film a concert, and it's your favorite rap star, and you're out there going, well, I can get the shots behind the stadium, to the sides of the stadium, but I can't really fly over people. But how about we hang this across the stage from left to right, and we fly just behind the artist and catch the audience, and you're behind the artist and stuff, and you catch that kind of view right there, or set a couple of these things up. I don't know. Yeah. I'm just kind of brainstorming right now. I don't have anybody that I know that I could do that with, but yeah, I need to do some kind of review for these folks and figure out something and what I'm going to do.
Have them fly from the engineer up to the stage.
Yeah, you could set up another line and have it fly from the engineer to the center of the audience, and you can legally fly, or fly is not the correct word. What would be the right word? I have no idea.
Use a cable cam,
use a cable cam to fly from the back to the front. So $4.99
video zip line.
$4.99 or $400.
$499.
So guys, we're going to Home Depot, and what we're going to buy.
Here's a list of parts we need.
Yeah. I can see Val's going to make one. It's going to be made with clothespins. It's going to have 2 gerbil wheels on both sides.
It'll be 4 times the size.
I got to tell you.
Well, hey, there's something to be said for ingenuity. I don't know if you guys watch Artco Drone Solutions, but the little GoPro on the piece of wood that he did, where it's really murky and everything, but that is freaking awesome ingenuity. Yeah. I got hats off to that guy for doing that.
Yeah, that's like Michael Roche. And he does some fantastic things. I always look at something and go, that's too expensive. I'm going to go make something myself, right? And I'll start and I'll think, how hard could it be? And all my friends, the minute I go, how hard could it be, everybody runs. Because they're like, oh my God, Valerie's going to start on another project. But I put my French doors in one of my rooms. I was able to do that.
Do they close?
Yep, but it ended up being kind of hard. Yeah, because I punched a hole through the wall, and so I took a hammer and I punched them through, and then I had to work with the wires, and that got all complicated.
Fire department helped her out with the wires, though.
No, I had someone come over who worked with electricity and said, Valerie, again, you have these live wires. I'm like, yeah, how's this?
So I'm stuck on. Val, I'm stuck on the screen again.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to show Paul. Look at Paul's face. He's just like, Valerie, what the hell?
Yeah, I love my drones. You
Paul-
might be
Paul,
able
by
to
the way,
find
is
that
a
at
great-
Kangaroo Store.
Paul is a great co-host, by the way. Every time I tune into a show and Paul's on, I'm like, I'm going to have fun. I just know it right off the bat.
Last week we
You,
had
you make it, Paul. You make a big deal to Pusha Studios. For you, sir, I always have fun on your shows. When you're a co-host, I have fun.
He is. He's always fun. He's what? Are you going to see? Do you have to use the bathroom? What are you saying, Paul? Oh my God.
He's muted.
How did you get muted, Paul?
we wonder
What
how.
happened? Uh-oh. Are you muted again, Paul? I thought I undid it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, God. He's muted again. Okay. I'm just going to let you unmute yourself. Because every time I try, you end up getting muted again. What happened was one day we were on Canadian Dirt Hub and Paul was being mean. So I muted him.
Well, yeah, but I'm usually I'm
It was so funny because he just would keep talking like. And then Roger got mad at us because then we were all muting each other because we figured out we could do that. Yeah.
yeah, but you
Roger.
know the thing of it is Val. She's got this way of just
God, Paul.
Oh man.
Yeah, Paul makes a really good, like when we were talking about some of the problems people have had with YouTube and what you do about it. There's simple ways to take care of some stuff. Other stuff is complicated, but we were talking about that as one of the things. And we're gonna have another topic this week, and then I'm gonna start doing all my interviews on one day. It'll be Sundays. Will be the
Well,
interviews.
well. What Val has come up with a decision is this is how we take care of problems on YouTube now. Is,
Oh God. I'm gonna have to get him another computer. He keeps blowing his up. Paul.
Stop shooting the computer.
I know that Wascally troll is in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Bang, bang,
Get
bang,
him
bang.
this time.
Come here, Webbit. Come here,
That-
Webbit.
That's why he has such a big lag.
Yeah. Yep. It's
You
the
can-
bullet holes.
It's the little he's got to read around.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
This computer needs more ventilation.
Herman's sitting there going, "What the hell have I gotten into?" here?"
Let me just say that sometimes it goes so far out, I don't even know how to rope it back. Just like yippee-ki-yay through here.
Well,
Val,
Does he watch
is it
YouTube?
time, Val?
No. No, Paul. No, Paul.
so
No.
Herman, let me interject here. What are you up to lately? What do you got going on, man?
Well, right now I'm just still working on getting my live stream together. Trying to get better at on actually how to run it. And I'm just into doing my videos. Putting together my little flights here and there. That's pretty much it, really. Trying to get my channel to grow.
Cool. So are you doing a live show, or you're saying, I mean, like Philly Drone Life or something like that, or are you just doing a?
No, I actually edit videos of.
Oh, okay.
Actually go to locations and put together a video and or shots, and I get my shots and I go home and I edit my video. But as far as I do have a live stream that I do on Wednesday nights
Wednesday nights.
at 5:00.
Yeah.
and
he's
I'm at
part
work
of
at that
those
time, damn it.
guys. And he is
One
It's
of those
worth-
guys.
it's worth going and watching, but better than those live streams are the flights these guys do. Those guys do. Herman it's just wonderful. He's done
Yep.
some beautiful flights. Coney Island. He's gone through and been for some of the colleges that are on their Riverway. I mean, he's done some excellent flights, and it's worth going and having a look.
Out
Because-
to the beach and every
Because
place.
those guys aren't afraid of water, of helicopters.
Well, in New York, if you can't fly over the water, you're gonna have a problem because everywhere is water.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Now here, not so much. We have a different experience in Idaho, but in out east, there's tons of water and tons of rivers and tons of lakes, and then of course the ocean, and it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. But
I
the
mean-
live streams are where you get a lot of watch time,
hmm
so it's
I
kind
can
of.
get away from the water a little bit by going up to the Bronx in certain places, but then Orchard Beach is in the Bronx, and the other side of what is over there by Inwood Hill Park. The other side of that is the Bronx, and that's still a bunch of water.
Yep. So it's I got to tell you the people that we have that do so much flying, there's just some excellent stuff. There's excellent stuff out there for us to watch. But now I want to fly. I want to fly over the water. I want to go around the ship.
I told you, come to New York, we can cross over the East River.
Yeah, I know. Because I'm going out. Well, I'm going out east, but I'm going to be in Maryland.
And then after you master the East River, you can cross over the Hudson.
God, it sounds like so much fun. That was a great kid took that idiot's finger off. What?
On the Mel Gibson, they were talking earlier about the Mel Gibson film,
Oh,
Boomerang. I don't know if you remember that scene or not, but you could see the boomerang, and they filmed it as it curved around.
whoa.
So yeah, that was very cinematic.
This has nothing to do with anything. I'm just excited. I have a spare Crystal Sky and I just sold it. Yahoo!
There you go.
Yay!
A boomerang?
It was in the movie
Oh.
Road Warrior.
Got it. I got it. Oh my God. So what do you guys have up for sale right now? Because I know it's always something different that's going on.
Well, I have two Crystal Sky 7 and a 7.5 inch monitors, and one of I never even turned on. So I put that up today, and surprisingly, it looks like the guy just messaged me and says he's interested in it, wants to buy it. I'm thinking about selling my Phantom 4 Pro. Thinking about it. The problem I have is I bought so many extras that go with it that I'm never going to be able to get all my money out of it. I was looking at my page and noticed Curtis has the live thumb, so I went looking, found him here.
So on my page it shows Curtis's picture.
Interesting. I went and
Yeah,
bought
Bill.
with the Phantom 4. I went and bought the smart power charger, which charges 4 batteries at once. It's like $3.99, and I want to sell it all together. So I haven't decided to sell it, but I think that's one of the things I'm going to sell.
So how
Paul,
much? Now your Crystal Sky is 7.5 or 7.8, I think it is.
Yeah.
What was that? The Ultra or the regular?
It was the Ultra. I sold it. I'm asking $600 for it. I've got 2 of the little DJI mounts. One of them set up with a Polar Pro unit so that you can use it with a Mavic, and the other one's set up for your Phantom or your Inspire setup. I have both those that go with it. I also have a Polar Pro cover and a Polar Pro case for it all to go in. Oh, and two batteries, and it doesn't come with a charging cable. I don't know if you guys ever bought one. It uses your Inspire charger, the power cable from your Inspire, or it uses the power cable from your Phantom or your Mavic to charge it up. But it does come up with a little hub. You plug the 2 batteries into the hub.
he got so mad at me for showing him. He got up and just walked away. That's my my husky woofy dog.
Coast to coast in the house. V2
Hey,
has
Casper
me yearning a bit.
2. Hey, you're still on. We are. Let me introduce you, Casper 2. He's new to my channel. Curtis Dart is on. He is kind of an extraordinary IT everything graphics guy. Sorry, I don't know how else to explain it. He also has a live stream on Saturdays at 3 o'clock when he's on, and the name was the
Drone Owners Network Live.
Yes. And so you'll find that on Saturday. The next one we have on. Okay, first of all, let me show you Curtis. There's Curtis. We have Robert Stanton. He doesn't do live streams, but he does put content up. Then we have Paul Murray. He flies
Paul.
around. I mean, Paul. What did I say?
Pow.
Bob.
You said pow.
Paul. Anyway, we have Paul, and he flies
Paul-
ships on Lake Huron.
Paul is the Ed McMahon of the live world.
Oh my God, Paul is great. We love Paul. And
Paul is
then
awesome.
we have Phantom Flight 101, who is part of Those Guys. He goes on Those Guys on Novice Squad channel at 5 o'clock on Sunday, and then on 5 o'clock on Wednesday, it's on his channel, Phantom Flight 101.
Hey, Val, just so you know, it's Lake Huron.
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 Not
Huron.
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 Yeah, that's not happening.
Lake Huron.
My mouth can't say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Heron is something totally different, Val.
Huron.
There you
No.
go.
No,
You're
I
close.
don't want to say that every time. Oh, AKA Chicken Man. Oh my God.
Chicken. Did I hear somebody say
No,
chicken?
no, Paul. No,
Nice to meet you,
Paul.
Casper. To all.
Yeah, Casper's a very nice person. He's on our channel now. I'm so
Robert,
happy.
Robert, you were ready, weren't you, Robert?
Ready whenever you are, my friend.
No. Okay, guys, they're trying to really hurt me, hurt my
What?
eyes, hurt my brain.
What are they going to do?
Don't ask.
Don't
I
ask.
just did.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Don't
It's-
ask. Don't tell.
It's kind of funky.
No.
Does that have
No, it
anything to
is
do with-
not.
Has
And
anything to
chickeny.
do with a pigeon?
Oh my God. We
Oh.
have chicken wings for dinner.
It had,
Boy, pigeon jerky. Pigeon jerky.
Turkey.
Oh, well,
God.
don't say that too much. You might get a copyright
Oh yeah,
strike.
that's true.
Oh, yeah. Let's try not to do that today.
Yeah, we will not.
I
be
did distinctly hear Val's Life say chicken. Don't read this. Oh, for Ed. Ed. How am I supposed to do that when I already read it out loud? And coast to coast, no, Bill, I'm not reading yours. These were funky, spicy fur
Funky
ball.
spicy chicken.
Fur ball. Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Val,
You don't want to know what
Val?
happens. What?
I found actual giraffe sounds.
Okay.
Hear that? That is actual giraffe sounds.
Who is that? Is that you, Curtis? I thought I've never heard that sound before out of a giraffe.
play,
Oh my God! I'm supposed to read before
play
you
Play
speak.
it one more time, Robert.
Need that reverb that Pusha Studios has, so we can.
Yeah.
Right? Don't play it again. We already know.
Meow. 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 Meow.
No.
I'm just over here smoking my cigar. That's all.
Jesus.
Y'all
Oh my
got some
God.
interesting zoos where you guys come from.
That is right. That's right. Out west, we got some strange stuff going on in our zoos. Oh my God.
Here's a fun fact for you. Every animal in Australia can kill you, but nothing in New Zealand can.
What?
Every animal in
That's true.
Australia can kill you, but nothing in New Zealand can kill you.
Oh, so I'm going to New Zealand. I don't like being killed. I'm just saying. I'm
I
all
got-
against that.
I only know this because I got invited to go to Australia, and I did a little bit of research, and everything there, practically one way or another, can kill you. But right next door in New Zealand, even the snakes are not poisonous.
See, that's a good thing.
But it's like, I mean, it used to be part of the same continent at one point, and of course, it separated over the millions of years. But how that happened, beyond me.
Well, and they say a lot of people from New Zealand are moving to Australia. So they have a big influx. And I just think, why? When those sweet looking kangaroos can do you in.
Yeah.
Just heated up some leftover steak and okra in the air fryer. Love that
Oh.
thing.
Love
Drone
my drones.
pool.
What you got?
Yeah. From pool.
What
Why
what
do
you
people
smoking,
do
love my drones? What
Don't
you
ask.
smoking?
Don't ask. I'm not even sure it's legal in his state. Don't answer. They come pick up poor love my drones. Just let me FPV. I can do it right out the window. They look nice. Oh, I have cold pizza in the fridge and frickin' Canadian bacon. Oh God, that's not good. Put American bacon on it, baby. You'll like it better.
Now, this Canadian bacon, what's the difference between that and ham?
Nothing. Nothing.
Canadian
Yeah.
bacon is ham.
Yeah, there is.
No, honestly, there is not.
Canadian bacon is called Canadian bacon, eh?
Eh?
It's with the A on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes it. That's the difference there, guys. That's the
Yeah.
difference. That's the difference.
It's a branding thing.
Yeah.
It's
And
See,
it's nicer
Canadian
bacon than American bacon.
No, it isn't.
Two different
American
things. One is
bacon
ham.
is goodness. It's goodness. It makes your heart happy.
Yeah,
Really? That's
Yes.
not what the doctors
makes it beat really fast.
It's like a party happening
No,
when you
it doesn't. It
eat
makes it
American
gross.
bacon.
So Love My Drone says Canadian bacon is sliced ham. They're weird up
Yes.
here.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah,
It's Canadian ham, eh?
yeah. Canadian ham. It's not Canadian bacon.
Canadian ham, eh?
You know what that's all about.
Yeah.
About
You got to get it about the right slice to it, eh?
He goes, meet your
Bring
Egg
the pellet gun.
McMuffin. That is Canadian bacon. It's Canadian ham. It's ham. They
Uh-oh.
do in this weird thing. But
Uh-oh. Roger and Furball are going to bring in the pellet gun. They're going to invade America.
fact, we are marching and invading America. Bring the pellet gun. Oh my God! Hey, friendly troll, how you doing?
Canadian bacon is made from
Hello,
made from
friendly
moose.
troll. Hi. Canadian bacon is made from moose.
Moose A.
Eh.
Moose it.
eh?
Oh my God! Oh my God! That is so funny. That is so funny. But it is just ham, guys. It is just
Right.
ham.
But it's not made out of butt. No, it's just ham.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Well,
So
Where-
if I'm
where
correct
is
in
the
this,
ham made from, Paul?
From butt.
Okay.
no,
What
ham,
ham?
no,
Valerie thinks ham comes just from the shoulder or something, but no.
no, it's the thigh. I just bought a shank of ham. It's not
thigh,
the-
yeah.
Okay. And what's
It's-
that?
guys,
And
Pork butt.
what's the thigh attached to, Valerie?
it's different.
Never seen a thigh without the butt.
Nobody looks at my thigh and go, "What a nice butt you have."
Yes, they do. You just,
So when the thigh, what did it say?
you're not paying attention.
A thigh
not-
is different.
It's not like it's ham knees. No,
Ham
it's,
knees.
it's
Ham hock.
Can be tough. You have to be. What? What?
ham butt.
Go. We got on a skateboard to hell, and it has not stopped. The friendly
So,
troll
so
like
Furball, if you and Roger are coming to invade, I don't leave the pellet gun. Just bring ham.
Yeah, a ham A.
Ham A.
Ham A.
A.
We're all about that ham A.
You know, so my thing is, do they have American bacon? Is that what they call it when you get real bacon in Canada?
Real bacon.
Yeah, because it's bacon.
It's still
Bacon
a butt.
Go back. Had to work on the video. Hey, Night Train.
Ham
Night
butt.
Train,
Ham butt.
we're not even allowed to say that
Why?
because I don't think we are.
What?
What, ham butt?
It's
Yeah.
just a conjunction.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
yeah, but
Ham
Never had
ham arse. Ham arse.
It's a designation. Yeah.
No, 'cause I went to the store and at Fred Meyer's they had ham shank. And
Uh-huh.
it was 59 cents a pound. If it
Mhm.
said ham butt, I don't think I'd buy it.
Okay.
Poor little animal.
Have you ever bought a ham when it's packaged and frozen?
No.
Does it look like a thigh? No, it looks like a part of the butt because it's like this. It's round.
Well, the friendly troll says not sure it's butt. Never had a ham with a hole in it.
It
No.
Well, that's the part where they split it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Right, and then they use that part he's talking about for like stuff like chitlins and all
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my
And
god.
then whatever scraps is left goes into the sausage.
No, they just take really good parts for
I
sausage.
don't care what part of the
Yeah,
world you're
okay.
from. I don't care who you are. Bacon brings the world together.
Yes, it does.
It does. And if you
And beer.
and beer, yes.
Bacon goes with everything.
Right.
But not Canadian bacon.
Bacon.
Why?
Bacon
Why you-
on maple donuts is excellent.
Yes.
I'm not allowed to have donuts.
Bacon and peanut butter sandwiches are good too.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that.
What?
Oh yeah.
Bacon peanut
For
butter
real?
sandwiches.
Yeah. That
I
that would
thought
actually
someone
work.
made candied bacon. They put like maple syrup and candy on bacon. I thought, what
Yeah.
the world?
Chocolate
Well,
covered
because
bacon.
it's sweet and salty. Sweet and
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 salty.
salty. That combination works.
Anyone see the movie Canadian Bacon? Hey, Phantom Hodges, how you doing, darling? Yeah, all Drumpole said was steak and okra, and look where we are. Started the bloody bacon thing, Kim, by throwing Canada in front of it.
Well, no, somebody mentioned Canadian bacon, and I asked, "What's the difference between that and ham?" And then
Nothing.
it took off from there.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell.
I just don't know how I'd get through a week without at least bacon once.
Yes, I love bacon. I cook it in the oven. I just lay it out, put it in the oven,
That's what-
425. I turn the oven on, and before it heats up, I throw the bacon in there, set it for 25 minutes, and when you bite on it, it just goes crumble. Ooh.
So do you put it on a little grill of, where you raise it up off the pan a little bit?
No,
No? Okay. You let it cook in its own
Parchment
grease.
paper.
Okay.
no, yeah. Yeah, I'm doing keto. I'm glad to eat that. See? I can't have a donut, though.
And have bacon.
I can't eat those. Where did Paul go? Oh my God, he's going to get brownies. Okay, guys, if he turns around and that damn therapy doll's on there, we all hide. I'm just saying. He has a doll.
Either that or we
What
all
is
mute
that all
ourselves.
about?
It's pretty bad when his therapy doll needs a therapy.
Val,
Huh?
what is that doll about?
Don't ask. Don't ask. Hey, flying trucker. Okay, all I know is there is a doll that he gave to his mama. She had Alzheimer's. Supposed to.
I buy these 6 at a time.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Black label. That's good.
Yeah, Black Label's good stuff.
That's fully cooked. Is that the one you get at Costco?
Sam's Club.
Okay.
Yep. Bacon. I got a stack of them on top of the microwave.
Do you?
So I know that last week you guys had issues with BJ's when that came up.
No, that was not my channel. That was Canadian Drone Hub, and that's the store that John DiNardo goes for his Slim Jims.
That's where he gets his BJ's at Slim Jims.
It's the same as it's just like Costco's.
Yes.
It's just like Costco's.
You get a BJ's at Slim
It's
Jim.
not a back alley thing. It's just like Costco's.
Yes.
And what I was getting confused, confused is the name of the store BJ's or Slim Jims?
BJ's.
BJ's, and he buys Slim Jims there.
Okay, I got it backwards. I thought he went to get his BJ's.
So help me God. If they hurt my channel over this, I'm going to come to Michigan, my friend. Michigan. David and his wife will pick me up, and they will drive me in that truck there.
Hey, Val, could you live stream it? Could you live stream that?
I would.
That would be awesome.
Oh, yeah. Just drive right over Paul's house.
See Herman how you can get confused, you know?
And now you guys are in. Flying Trucker is here, and
Hello,
he's
Flying
on my
Trucker.
side. Hi, brother.
But you got it now, right, Paul?
Yeah, I got it now. I get it. Yep.
Oh, God. Don't let him come back with some. I better mute him right now. Hold on. Be prepared.
Hey, Val, I'll be right back. Give me a second.
Okay. Don't bring any dolls. because that just is freaky. I can't even get it. There. He's muted. Okay, so sorry, Curtis Dart.
For
Sorry.
what? I'm having fun.
54%. Let me okay. Hold on. I actually have some newfound respect for Paul. That was
That was pretty funny.
oh my god. Oh my god, we went so fast down a hill last week. I was just like, oh wow. How do we get here? I think I'm gonna start blaming Paul for everything. Oh my
Is
god.
the Ward House coming on tonight?
Who?
Ward House coming on
They come on Thursday.
Thursday. So
And they had Paul is cooking bacon. I would not be surprised if he's going to eat it in front of us. I know it.
Is
He's
he using
making
one of those
bacon.
cookers that he has behind him there? Or?
Oh my God, he has a million cookers. He told me that one of those things up there was an espresso machine. He lied. It was not. It was a vacuum. Did he just walk past it with no
yeah,
pants?
Well-
What did I just see? Oh no, they just tan. Never mind. Sorry, guys. False.
Well, if he cooked it, he microwaved it.
You know
Yeah.
what, Val? I have a bunch of those gadgets too, but I got them like kind of by default.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, my mother.
Oh no! Look who's here.
Uh-oh.
God help us. God.
What is that, like a Casper doll or something? Like
the therapy doll.
Is this a ventriloquist act you're fixing to
I
do?
had
or-
to put it on. Did he unmute himself?
This is what Val talks about. I think she wants one. This is what they buy for older people who have Alzheimer's and dementia, and they make them feel better. and they have the little paws that can go around your neck, and you can cuddle with them like this.
Sweet
That's just
baby
wrong.
Furball, hang in there. Hang in there. Just hang in there.
Jesus. Paul.
Hang in there, buddy.
Fur ball.
And when you
Spark one up,
squeeze,
bud.
and when you squeeze its foot, here's what it sounds like.
Everything is going to be all right.
Oh God. Oh
the
God.
furball, you got to do that
That's
before
creepy.
the show.
Before it happens. Before he goes there. Where do you keep that thing? Just right on the side by the computer?
No, it's over on its own chair over there.
It has its own
Oh
room.
dear.
Yeah, it does.
Everything is going to be okay.
All right. Yep.
Or all right.
Let me just say that Mia decided no, it was not going to be okay and ripped poor therapy doll up. So Lynn, Paul's girlfriend, came over and sewed it back up.
Sewed it back together. And then we have these.
Uh-oh.
2-bit brownies.
Yes. And he takes 2 bites.
Yeah, because it says it's 2-bite
Oh,
brownies.
2-bite.
Okay,
Well,
I'm
one
out.
In Paul's
My
defense,
sucker. Oh my
you can
God.
actually just pop those right in your mouth.
He does 2 bites because it says it. Please don't tell me the chair.
He's giving us a demonstration. Make his video big.
Uh-oh, look at him. He's in rare form now.
Mm,
Look at this.
mm,
Mm-mm-mm. Look at him.
mm.
Nitrain said he has a bag of Chex Mix here. Oh my God, Paul. Oh
Wow, I just got apple juice.
I'll be right back. I need a drink. God.
I got coffee. I'm good.
Yeah, I have a Sprite Zero with lime.
Yeah, right.
Paul.
Val, you go with that story.
God. Sure.
But that doesn't make your stomach upset to go from the Kahlua, or what was that, Bailey's, and then
Bailey's,
straight to the.
Bailey's and
I
cream,
do
yep.
not drink because I would be under this table. Just laying
Yeah.
there.
Hey, Herman, can you hear her? I do not drink because I would be under this table.
Oh my God. Oh, Paul. Poor Paul.
Would you say under the stable or the table?
Oh, geez. You guys are bad.
No,
Very
he was repeating what you said, but he said it like with the slur, and I didn't catch it the first time. But
She would be under this table.
So the guy that's wanting to buy my Crystal Sky just messaged me, and he's watching the show now. He says if that doll says "tickle me," he's out. Bill, I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. That was too good.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What did
Tickle-
someone
tickle
say
me.
last week?
Tickle me.
Show me
Tickle
where
me.
the bad man touched you.
Yeah, that's what I said last week. Show me on the doll where the bad man
Okay.
touched you.
I was just like, oh my god. Oh, kill
Everything
me.
will be all right.
Oh my God. Oh my god. And that thing isn't white, guys. It's a light blue.
It's a real light pale blue.
okay,
And it's
Whatever you
unisex.
say,
Word
Paul.
pale.
we didn't need to see that, Paul.
It does the funky chicken.
but it looks like an alien.
All right. It's time. I'm done.
Oh my god. Hi, therapy doll. Hi, therapy doll.
It's time to put down the therapy doll.
Here we go.
Gender neutral, I see.
I think we should make it into Canadian bacon.
That is a round little doll.
Looks like one of those alien pictures.
It does. It really does. I'm gonna have nightmares again.
Love my drone says it looks gender neutral.
Yep. Neutral, I see.
Hey,
Yeah.
Val,
Well, get that with all of us.
hey, Val, say that a couple of times.
I'm
Oh my god, Paul.
What, gender neutral?
yeah.
Oh my god.
No, I'm not right.
No. No.
Well, you could also call it just Switzerland. It's like neutral, you know.
So now his therapy doll comes from Switzerland.
Yeah, because it's neutral.
They do have, but I will tell you that
What?
doll.
We're back to the bacon again. Hey, you
Back to the
talking
butt.
bacon again?
What?
You said
Back to the
butt.
butt.
You're talking about bacon.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Paul. I will end you.
we
Now I
got,
can't
we got a
remember what I
snort.
was going to
We got-
say.
We
Got a
got a
snort.
snort. We got
you
a
did
snort.
not. No, you didn't. Oh
got a
god. Oh
snort.
no. This is what started it
No,
last
here
time.
comes the snort right now. It puts the lotion on the doll,
Oh god.
Or it gets the hose.
or it gets the hose.
Jeez.
Thanks, Bill. Bill's feeding me this stuff.
Oh my god.
Bill is the guy that he just messaged me, said he'd like to buy my Crystal Sky. I'm kind of having him hang on for a second while I'm on the show, but he's feeding me these comments.
Oh god.
By the way, Bill, welcome to the fun. This is Val's life. Be sure and hit that
Val-
like button.
Val's life is like that. You just gotta. If you notice, everybody on the show has got something there, some kind of a libation going on, right, Val? Drink to
Oh my
that.
God.
Come on.
Pepsi, Diet Pepsi. Mine is Diet Cherry Limeade from Oh, am I allowed to say where it's from? They are not sponsoring us in any way, believe me. Not at all.
Coffee in a Harley cup.
There you go.
Oh my god, guys.
Coffee.
We have been on here for 3 hours, so
Apple juice.
So what? So what?
I'm gonna have to go and have dinner.
Where
at
you
some point.
where you got to go, Val?
Have dinner?
Well, you already had a couple of dinners there, right? What?
Oh my god, Paul. I'm so gonna hurt you. I am so gonna hurt you.
So do you guys know what tannerite is?
Tannerite?
Tannerite, yeah. Well, Love My Drone says he'd love to put some tannerite in that doll and put a round through it.
Oh,
Oh,
That
I
would
wonder
be
what
that
kind
would
of,
be
kind of
off.
therapy that would do for you.
Oh,
not
not good.
good.
the sweet release.
Well, especially not that I want to be a downer, But this doll was bought for my mother when she
Good
went
for his mom.
severe
Yeah.
Alzheimer's and dementia. And so it's the only thing I have really left of mom.
As long as it doesn't have a wig, I think we're good.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh no.
Yes.
Thank you, Val.
Jesus Christ. Don't even know what to say.
You had to say it, didn't you, Val? You had to say it.
Guys, honestly, I just do a simple interview show and I didn't have anyone on tonight. So somehow, I don't even know how I got here. I was walking down the road,
Uh-huh.
you know, these guys are here, and I'm just like, what happened?
Hey,
Well,
Herman,
Yeah.
she was over on your channel complaining about not being able to get on. Remember? She
Right.
said she was having YouTube withdrawal and she was having this pounding in her chest because she couldn't come on. And now she's playing like, I didn't really want to be here.
oh my God. Paul.
Well, you were a little frustrated that you might not be able to go on.
I was frustrated because I was trying to get on to see if I could get on, and I just couldn't do it until right
And now,
at
and,
7.
and now you're on a roll looking for an excuse
Cool.
to shut it down. I don't get it.
To blow
You know what? I really actually want to thank you and Night Train, because Night Train was in the chat earlier for the longest time, hanging out, waiting
Yes.
and talking. And then when you got in and started talking, if I didn't tell Lawrence that you were in the chat, you know, relaying the messages from me, he would have given up,
Right.
because he was ready to give up.
I know. Night Train was
Even if you give 45 minutes, I mean, it's still something.
right. I just love Night Train's simple humor. I mean, he just is like, hey,
He wants some money back for his tickets.
he wanted money back for his ticket, and why didn't I get it validated? You didn't even do that. Popcorn around the room because I'm so mad. Hysterical.
Not even rye chips in the
I could see the chat, but I couldn't write it. Every time I wrote in it, it would disappear.
So Herman would get a hold of me and go, tell him to read the back of the ticket. So I'm like, read the back of the ticket, Night Train.
read the small print.
There's a disclaimer on there.
Yeah, I
We're
gotta
not-
tell you, the guys that go into the show, they're really they're just really great. I mean, they waited all that time to get on that show, and we didn't get on for what, an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an hour that
Almost longer than that, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably just a little over. But it took me a minute, because when I got the link, I was still being asked to sign into YouTube, and I'm like, I'm always
Yeah,
signing into YouTube.
I
Right.
had a little insider help getting in, so that wasn't too tough. It was just quick.
You had insider help.
Yeah.
Okay.
uh-huh.
Hmm.
Paul. You gotta give us your
Yes, Al.
person.
Well, that same person that I was talking to made sure that your stream came on without a hitch.
Ah, so you're talking to God now?
Well, kind of a YouTube.
That had to be who it was, because that
I-
show was not coming
I-
on.
kind of somebody that works in YouTube Control Center.
Ah. Thank you, Paul.
Oh well, let's call him Harry. Harry at YouTube Central. That's.
He
I don't
doesn't
want.
run a live stream, does he?
I don't want to give away his name. What's that, Herman?
He doesn't have a live stream, does he?
No.
Oh,
But see, Herman doesn't think there really is a YouTube. Tell him your theory, Herman.
I
What?
believe that it exists, but I just think that everybody gets in the algorithm and this rhythm and that and this and YouTube does this and YouTube does that, and I'm like, where do you three guys get all this information that no one else has? I'm willing to believe that either you guys are on YouTube or it's one guy with a big computer in the room and he's got that office in California where people push papers.
kind
It's just like the wizard on the Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
Don't pay attention to the guy behind the curtain.
The guy behind the curtain. Yep.
Exactly.
You know, I always hate to think that everything lies in someone else's hands that doesn't really know us. And algorithms seem so impersonal. But I wouldn't know how you would keep track of all this traffic without some kind of system. So
Big
I think
computer.
they do something. I just don't know what it is. I just don't know.
It's a big impersonal computer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess so. But anyway, guys, hey, listen, I'm going to go eat dinner. I love you all. Paul, you going live next?
No, I don't do live.
Herman, you going to be on live next?
Paul is the
Herman.
admin man of the live shows. He's
Herman.
everybody's guest. He's everybody's co-host.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
be on
always
Wednesday.
I'm always the special guest because I'm
That's right.
special, you know?
All is special.
Are special.
All
Hey,
is
guys,
special.
hold on just a second. Guys, thank you for coming in. I know there are a lot of channels you could choose tonight to watch. Thank you for choosing mine. I so appreciate it. And with all the not sure we were going to be able to get on and with those guys and stuff, thank you for following right over. And I want to thank Curtis Start. I want to thank Robert Stanton, Paul Murray, and Herman. I don't know Herman's name, but because he doesn't want us to find him. But we call him Phantom Flight 101.
And,
Well, that
and
is
just
my name, Herman.
and come back
I meant your last name. I was just
And-
teasing you.
and come back next week
Yago.
and ride the special bus with us all again on novice channels with those guys at 5, and Val is going to be on with Val's Life at 7.
And I have a really great guest coming on, so you guys aren't going to want to miss it. Okay.
And wear your helmet.
Nice.
Thanks for having me on, Val.
Yeah, yeah. So hold on. Give me a second.
Bring your bacon. Bring your bacon.